Let's begin now.
This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Is that all you got?
Let's begin now. Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
This Infantry Outdoors live stream was brought to you in part by Water Purification Products, providing the complete package for all your purifying needs, including sales, installation, and services. They're fully licensed and insured. Visit them at waterpurificationproducts.com or call 954-979-5066 for pure water at your fingertips. And Mayhem Studios for all your multimedia needs. They'll give your business or organization a professional look to include videos and logos. Contact them at mayhemstudios@yahoo.com or call 479-322-0700. Add a little mayhem to your media. In association with ZW Designs. Need a website or app for your business? ZW Design has you covered. They'll get you looking professional in no time at affordable rates. Visit them at zwdesigns-agency.com or call 970-759-2739.
All I want
My name is DJ Infantry, and I am legally blind. My passion for the outdoors has taken me to some amazing places, and I have done some incredible things, all with one mission in mind: to inspire you to get outdoors.
Pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh. I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Welcome to Infantry Outdoors. Hello, that's right, and welcome to This Week Outdoors here on Infantry Outdoors. I'm your host, the one and only Infantry. Welcome to the program, everybody. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are around the world. Hope your Friday was good. Hope your Saturday is going to be good. And, hope your week was good leading up to the weekend. Back when we used to call it a strong end. Was weak about it, right? But anyways, I hope that wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And if it ain't, I hope I can make your day a little bit better somehow, you know? If you're new here, welcome to you. So glad to have you. Please consider hitting the subscribe button if you enjoy the content. Ring the bell to all notifications so you get notified. For Tuesdays, we do Trapping Tuesdays. Wednesdays, we have other adventures. And every Friday night at this time, we are live on YouTube. So This Week Outdoors. If you're new, each week we do a different, basically, what happened this week? What did I watch? What did you watch? What are we going to talk about? What topic are we going to get into? And just, talk about the week at hand. So hope that your week was good. Hope you got something to share with the program. I love when people share with the program. So sharing is caring. Remember to share the program out so that others know that we are live on YouTube and that they can come over and hang out with us as well. Let's go over and see who's in the fam tonight. Let's go up to the top. My brother Joe Morgan's in the building. It's always glad to have Joe in here. Let's see. Wolves Den Outdoors official. Welcome to the program. Outdoors with Big Matt. What's up, brother? How's everything going? We got Joe, Wolves Den. All right. So liked and shared, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It does go a long way. As you guys know, YouTube just don't get it done. So, but we got a lot of things to talk about tonight. It's been a good week here in the House of Infantry. You guys can see by the thumbnail, we have a new member of the family. I was fortunate enough to be gifted a 4-month-old German Shepherd that we named Mika. She's wonderful, beautiful, amazing little sweetheart. And it was really cool the way that it all went down and the way it was given to me, knowing that it was going to become a service dog. So being that it's going to be a service dog, one of the two companies, the first one is awfulpirate.com. They're the ones that donated the dog. Okay. They're the breeders. If you want to get yourself a good German Shepherd, I got a place for you here in North Florida. Okay. So Awful Pirate reached out to me, donated the dog, said, we'd love to have you have this dog. She's amazing. She's a sweetheart. Really get along, everything that you want to do. And then icing on the cake, we have a training facility. We would like to train her for you. And that's amazing. And it's not just your regular training facility that we're talking about here. We're talking about the name of the place is Black Ops Training, canine training. The sheriff's department just had their dogs out there the other day, or had their dogs out. Yeah, it was just the other day. The local law enforcement do training with these people, as well as disability service people, people that need this stuff like me, that need service dogs and things like that. People reach out to them and have their service dog trained. So, me being an infantry, did what I did. Hold on. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any chat, guys. Actually, let's see if I can bring the chat over again. Have you guys come on over and hang out with me. See if it's going to work. The chat is disabled for the live stream. Why? I don't remember how to do that right now. So sorry, guys. I think it's just something in here, but I don't remember how to do it. So, yeah, so Mika is going to be trained by Black Ops Training, and we are going to film the entire adventure. So if you ever wanted to know how a service dog or a trained dog is trained for a person of disabilities, that's coming at you. Mika is going to be the next star here on the program. Oh, thank you very much, Wolf's Den. Yeah, Wolf's Den. That's right. I got it right. Appreciate that. It's good jam. And all this music, believe it or not, is like cropped from the best I could find in YouTube's audio library, so I don't get in trouble. You know. But yeah, man, good tunes. So back to Mika. One of the things that we talked about was, you know, obviously, how do you want her trained? What do you want her trained for? What do you want to do with her? So I said to the guy, the gentleman Eric, who donated us a dog, I said, after talking to some of my YouTube friends, we came up with an idea, and I want to see what you think about it. So he says, okay. I said, obviously, I'm going to need her to sit, stay, lay down, play ball with the kids, the normal household stuff. Okay. I would also like her to protect me. That's number 2. When I'm out in public by myself, she's just like my pistol, basically. So we're going to do that. And then we also discussed, being that I'm a YouTuber and I like to do things like hunt, fish, and stuff like that. We mentioned, which you guys have helped me, some of you have helped me out with, treeing a squirrel. We're going to see if we can get her to tree a squirrel. Help me find what I shoot, regardless, whether it's a squirrel, a deer, a hog. If it gets away, that dog is going to be my hunting partner. It's going to help me find what I'm looking for. So those are the real goals. And we even talked about possible water training, because I like to fish, that she can be taught to pull me out of the water in the event of an emergency. So all of these things are under consideration. I'm good either way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just very thankful that, make sure I'm not missing any texts. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just very thankful that these folks reached out to us, donated it, and is willing to do the training, And not only do the training, they're willing to take on the challenge of, I'm not your normal handicap guy. All right? I do stuff, and I want her to do stuff, So what do you guys think in the comments? Some of you, I'm not going to say point everybody out. Hey, Vash, what's up, fam? How you doing? I knew you'd be in sooner or later. Did you see the picture of the new family member on the thumbnail? But I'd like to get you guys' thoughts, because some of you were the, reason behind the questions towards the dog trainer. I got nailed for Joe said I got nailed. My dad had vision issues. Him and I learned to talk without words. Yeah, isn't it amazing how you can do that? That's crazy. Teach the dog. Hold on. Teach the dog to track animals. Coyote, how are y'all doing tonight? Oh, Coyote. Oh, there he is. Teach the dog to track animals. We were just talking about that, Coyote. Now, Coyote, I'll throw him under the bus. Hey, Rainbow. Okay, my brother used to breed and raise cop shepherds. That's pretty much what she is. She's a police dog. 100%. She is a purebred female German Shepherd. And she's the cutest thing in the world. She already knows how to sit. She already knows how to lie down. And I've only had her for 2 days. I just picked her up day before yesterday. She already knows how to sit, or knows how to lie down. She's already picked up the concept of fetch it up. She goes and gets the ball. She brings it right back to me. She's very, very dependent on me. Like, she's daddy's dog, which is what we wanted. Obviously, for obvious reasons. But, like, she's really daddy's dog. She kind of gives Jasmine a hard time. And it's the weirdest thing. She knows Jasmine's here. She sleeps in the bathroom sometimes with Jasmine on the floor. They'll lay together. She'll go in and lay down with Jasmine. They don't have a problem. But when Jasmine's away from her for a little while, it's like she forgets Jasmine exists. And when Jasmine comes back into the room, she barks and is like not nice to her. But then that goes away and she's fine. But it's been like repeatedly happening. Like tonight, she snipped at Jasmine on his snout, pop her on the snout and tell her no. But it's just crazy how like Jasmine's here. She knows Jasmine's here. But when Jasmine walks away, she forgets Jasmine's here. Jasmine comes in and it's like the first time she's ever seen her. And it's like, I'm like, stop barking at Jasmine. Start barking at Jasmine. But hold on. Oh, I bet I missed you before. Sorry, man. The chat's actually moving tonight. Welcome, everybody. Biggest shout out to Rainbow River in the building. You missed. Okay, hold on. Awful pirate is that way. Awful pirate. Are you here, awful pirate? Is that what that's telling me? Oh, you know what? Is that awful pirate? I can't tell. But yes, awful pirate is the one who donated us the dog. So if you're in the chat, man, thank you very much. The Rights Trapping. You missed it before. Wolf's Den gave it a thumbs up. Vash Matrix says, when I was helping with raising them, we start right away. They should have some basic things, thinks and bathroom figured out. She didn't forget. She's taking position. Okay. So then I need to keep her in her place then, because it's Jasmine's house. And everybody in the house knows it, including the dog. I've told the dog, your ass is grass. You mess with my Jasmine. Jasmine's 13, 12 or 13 years old. She's old. She's up there. She's getting up there in age. This is part of the reason I agreed to this. And she's home a lot by herself. So I want her to have a friend. And this was the idea of it. And like I said, they're great together. They can eat next to each other with no issues. They can drink together with no issues. But the minute Jasmine's gone for 20 or 30 minutes and she takes her mind off of the fact Jasmine exists and Jasmine comes back in the room, it's like she's never seen her before. It's a trip. Doing all right, Kyle. Good to hear that. Mika, what are you doing? I hear you. Oh, okay. What does it say? Canoso. Okay, everybody in the chat. Canoso. Okay, Canoso, right here in the chat, is the awful pirate, the gentleman, Eric, who donated Mika to me and my family. So everybody, do me a big solid. Give him a thumbs up. Give him a round of applause in the chat. Give him a thank you, because it really is a gift from God that she gave us Mika, or that he gave us Mika. It's really a gift from God, what we're willing and able to do together. Again, we're going to be filming it all, so you guys will have a lot of cool episodes of seeing how she's trained. And some, not all, of the training will be filmed, because some of the training I don't need nobody to know about. But what I can bring to you, we will for sure. Hi, Matt. Jote? What's jote? What is jote? I don't know what jote is. Hey, but look, check this out too, guys. Let me backtrack a tick and remind you of a few things. Our good friend Mayhem Studios, y'all know Mayhem. He has changed directions and become a different channel. Hold on, let me stop this for the news. He has changed directions. He is now no longer he's still Mayhem Studios, but his YouTube channel is no longer Mayhem Studios. So now he's started a new channel, and being a partner that we are, we want to encourage you to go over and check him out. But here's what's going on his new channel called Tactical Mayhem.
Welcome everyone to my channel. They call me Mayhem, a nickname I was given in the Army where I honorably served for 8 years. When I joined, I swore an oath, and though I hung up my uniform a while ago, my oath still remains. I'm still dedicated to God, family, and country. The purpose of this channel is to teach you what I know and prepare you for what may come. I will not sell you fear, but will inspire hope. We'll focus on what we can control and accept the things we can't. I invite you all on this journey. So pull up a chair, get comfortable because class is in session. It's time to prepare for Tactical Mayhem.
Like I said, go over and support your brother's new channel, Tactical Mayhem. A lot of cool things are going to be coming from him. I hear you. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. You want to come say hi to everybody? Come here. What are you doing? Come over here, lazy butt. Come here. You want to come say hi? Well, come on, say hi to everybody. So, no, Dad, I'm laying in your clothes. I'm good. I'm good. But welcome, Joe. I didn't know what was going on, but Joe, jack of all trades. I like that. I like that. Wait, what is it? HFH Jote. All right. Outdoors with Big Matt's dropping some link for Tactical Tech. Rainbow River says, thank you to Canoso for your generous gift. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And it's funny because we named her Mika. We were trying to come up with, I wanted to come up with a German name to go, being that she's a German Shepherd and my family's from Germany. So the Mika was the only name, real girl's name I knew in German. So I was like, yeah, we'll call her Mika. Well, my wife was like, well, what does it mean? It's got to have a meaning. So I looked it up, German to English, and in German, the name Mika means gift from God. So it's pretty interesting how everything falls into place for a reason. And Coyote was the one that told me that. Coyote told me because at first I was hesitant about getting a second dog with Jasmine and Jasmine's age and everything. But Coyote's like, dude, God does things for a reason. He's like, you've always wanted to shepherd, like you said. This is your opportunity, and you'll be able to work with a training company. So, that's good on multiple levels for everybody. You'll be able to, there's a lot of things I can do using the dog. And one of the things that we did bring up, Coyote, with Canoso is that we were going to train her to try to help me in the hunting and outdoors areas, which is going to be really cool. I'm happy she's at a good home. Oh, she's loving it. Mika and I have the same meaning for the names. My real one. Mika and I have the same meaning for the names. My real one. I like that, my real one, because there are different meanings for the name depending on which country that you're looking at it from. That I do know from looking it up, because there was different variations of Mika for different variations of the country. But Mika is exactly how we spell it, Mika. Jean-Marc. Oh, Lord, here we go. Jean-Marc, welcome. I can't do your last name, family. I'm sorry. Welcome to the program. Good to have you. Happy Friday. How you doing? I hope you had an amazing week. Hope you had an amazing one as well. But yeah, guys, if you ever want to get yourself a German Shepherd, a well-bred German Shepherd, beautiful dogs, beautiful people, um, I can get you linked to Canoso. Matter of fact, Canoso, since I have you here, my wife has. I need to talk to you. Call me tomorrow. If you have any left, we might have a home. Someone reached out to my wife, so we'll talk tomorrow about that. But also, Black Ops training here in North Florida. If you ever need to get or will to have your dog trained by the best in the biz, Black Ops training not only trains private citizens' dogs as well as to train the elite police and law enforcement canine units and things like that. That all of the top-notch people use. So whether it's just sit, stay, come, lay, or take down a bad guy, Black Ops Training Company, including disability training, Black Ops Training Company is the way to go. So I will have all of their information coming up soon, as well as they're on our website, infantryoutdoors.com. We'll have their information posted on there as well for future. So if anybody in the future needs a service animal, they'll be happy to. Well, Awful Pirate will be able to get that for you, and Black Ops Training will be able to train it for you. So they're all in-house, which is the best part. The training company is right at part of an affix to the breeding facility. So amazing people, amazing dog. I couldn't be happier with what she is. Coastal, what's going on? Good to see you. Please hit the thumbs up, people. That's right. Coyote, remind them, please hit the thumbs up button. So glad to have you guys. And if you are new here, please consider hitting the subscribe. This is This Week Outdoors, where every week we talk about what's going on, what's happening, what's doing, what I've been through this week, what you've been through this week. And what is she doing? What are you doing? Hey, can you want to come over here and say hello yet? You want to come meet everybody? Let me see if I can get her. Hold on a second here. Let me put some more tunes on for everybody. And we're gonna bring in the new superstar. Because God only knows it ain't going to be long. I can't lift this dog. But, yeah. Let's introduce Mika to you guys. Mika, come here. Come here, boys. Come here. Come here. Who's your good girl? Where's your daddy's good girl? Come here. Everybody wants to meet you. Ready? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, such a good girl. All right. Come sit on Daddy's lap. Ooh. And look at the camera. She may bark at herself. But this is Mika, everybody. Who's your good girl? Look right there. Say hi. See my big feet? Say hi. See my big feet? Who's your big girl, huh? Who's your big pretty girl? You see yourself on the TV? Look. Look who's that. Is that Mika? Mika's over there too. I know you want to bark at Mika, but we don't do that. See? Look over here. All right. Ready to get down? You're a heavy girl. All right, Daddy's girl. Oh. Never take that up. Well, there you go, boys and girls. The world famous Mika. She is adorable. She is 100% adorable. I know Coyote's melting right now because it's puppies, fur babies. But again, thank you guys for talking like Coyote, like we discussed. Thank you for talking with me about training ideas, things I didn't even think of. Eric even brought up, like I said, the swimming training. I never thought of that, but I have kids and we fish and we play by the river every summer. The dog can assist with recoveries. I mean, there's so many possibilities that I'm very, very thankful and very blessed to have her. And like I said, in the 2 days that we've had her sit, lie down, we're working on the potty training. We've had a couple accidents, but that's to be expected. All in all, it's outside. I think it's only been like 2 or 3 accidents. And we've also working on, we pretty much got fetch. She'll go fetch him up for me. So now all I have to do is turn fetch him up into fetch him up and it'd be a squirrel. Fetch him up and it'd be the deer. fetch him up and be a duck. You know what I'm saying? We just transform the fetch him up into something. But yes, she is adorable. Hold on a second. All right. Canoso says Mika's mother is with me. Hold on. Mika's mother is with me. She's all black, GSD. Her line includes 3 generations of titled working GSDs. Her sire is from Serbia. Her sire is from Serbia. Red stable GSD. 4 generations of titles. He's currently a personal protection dog. So there you go. So I got a good working line on my hands, and I know she is because she loves to do stuff. Good looking girl. Yeah, she is. Isn't she, Joe? Pretty. When you come out here, you gotta bring. I will, especially like traveling with her is gonna be. This is all part of her training. So now, if I'm gonna come on the plane to see you, Coyote, of course she's gonna go with me when I travel on the plane and I don't bring the wife and kids. And of course, if we drive, she's gonna come. Her and Jasmine will come. Make sure to listen at the first warning of needing a bathroom. They should have a boutique down by that size. A boutique. Be sure and listen. The first warning of needing a bathroom. I know I have. And that's the thing. In the 2 days I've been with her, I'm trying to learn her noises. Because, like, my Jasmine talks. She'll come and she's like, and if I don't pay her attention long enough, that's when I'll get a roof. Like, I'll get a bark, like, hey, Dad, hello, I'm talking to you. And that's for bathroom. I'm out of water. It's lunchtime. Like, I swear to God, Jasmine knows when 12 o'clock noon hits every single day of the week. Because at exactly 12 o'clock noon every day, she's coming to me for lunch. And we make lunch and we have lunch together. So yeah, I'm familiar with the noises and everything. And I was even telling Eric that I hope Mika is a vocal dog as well, because I love Jasmine talking to me. I love when she just comes over and she's like, oh, and I look at her like, well, what's up? What do you need? Usually if she licks her lips, that's food or water. If she doesn't lick her lips, that's I gotta go potty. So it's just learning her noises. But I've been pretty much like any whimper that I get out of her, out she goes, just in case. And having Jasmine showing her that, you know, peepees and poopies go outside, that's another big benefit. August 28th is the daughter wedding. Oh, your daughter's getting married August 28th? That's when the puppy was born, ironically. Mika was born August 28th. Well, like I said, man, the daughter's wedding, you gotta have to fly me out there. I don't think they charge for service dogs. Or I don't know how that works. I've never traveled with one. But it would be fun. Rainbow says, thank you, Canoso. Mika will probably be quiet about it until she establishes confidence. Yes, go with the... Where do we go? Yes, go with the whimper. Our bacon will talk. He is an Australian Shepherd. And that's what I call it. They talk. Like, Jasmine is vocal. Jasmine will speak to you. You know, it may not be English. It may not be barking, you know, to most people's now. But I know what she wants when she wants it. You know, But this is my 13-year-old girl that's been with me for 13 years, every day of my life, you know, day in, day out. But Mika, like I said, it's hilarious how Mika forgets Jasmine. And then when Jasmine comes out of her room, she'll bark like she's never seen him before. And then she's 10 seconds later, perfectly fine. Like, it's not, I don't know. It's very odd. It is very odd. I will tell you that. So, but I'm excited for it all. We actually were going to take her today. I had to go check traps, which we're going to get to that in a moment. I have an update for you boys and girls as well on the trapping situation. So we're going to take her today, but because I want to immediately start introducing her to the trap line, to checking the traps with me, and encountering things in the trap, that kind of stuff. So I didn't take her today because we ended up running late. We had to go to the store and everything. But I'm going to definitely start taking her on the trap line, on the regular. And we actually start our first training class next Thursday. So starting next Thursday, I'll start filming her working. You may see her in upcoming trap videos, but again, guys, I've been keeping the trapping to we ain't caught anything, so there's nothing to show you. When I get enough of something to show you, I'll make a video. But I'm going to introduce her to the traps and all that stuff. The sooner the better. So what else? On the trap line situation, speaking of trapping Tuesday, let me check the chat real quick. When Yo gets mad, she will talk and grumble. It's so cute when they do stuff like that. And you got to hope they don't grow out of it. You really got to hope they don't grow out of it. But, I mean, she's been really good. And I'm excited to actually start putting her to work and taking her places and, you know, just having her with us. The kids love her. Her and my son, you know, we keep her on a leash right now because I don't have a fenced-in area for her to play in. So when we take her out to go potty for now, it's on the leash. And once I start going over to, you know, Eric's place and working with her, where I'm in a safer environment, I'll do more off-leash training with her. But, yeah, man, it's been great. Except for the few poops I've had to clean up and a few pees I've had to deal with and cleaning the carpet. It's been a lot of fun. She's been a real sweetheart. She sleeps with me every night. Right in the bed, so that way I keep an eye on her. She's not wandering the house getting into stuff. What does Mika do if say squirrel? What do you mean? What does Mika do if say squirrel? I don't know. What do you mean? What would Mika do for a squirrel? Well, we're going to hopefully get her to tree squirrels for me. But that's going to have to come up here. You know, I'll have to discuss that with the training, the folks at Black Ops on how they want to do it. Because, you know, probably bring in the dead squirrel would probably have to be at some point. So the dog would know what to go after. But she's doing pretty good with fetch them up with the little squeaky, with the monkey that we got her. And she does fetch them up. You hear me talking about you? Yeah. Hi, did you go potties? Did you go outside and do good potties? Like a good girl? Yeah, good girl. Daddy's over here talking about you to everybody. Yeah, I sure am. Yodi gets crazy when I say squirrel. Oh, no, she doesn't do anything when I say anything yet. Because I haven't, again, it's only been 2 days. So I haven't done anything, but she is alert at every sound. Hey, get out of there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You don't do that. You don't do that. No, sir. Or no, ma'am. You lay down. Come here. Come here. Chewing on everything. So it's time for our music break, boys and girls.
love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror and he is no friend of me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just don't be I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting back, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just don't be
Tony Smith, what's going on, family? Yeah, Kyle, I definitely seen that video. That was pretty funny. Friday night this week live on the Infantry. That's right, how we do every Friday night. Getting it going, having fun. Good to see you, Tony. How was your week, my friend? Hope everything has been great. Hope you had a blessed one. What else? Oh, so yeah. So on top of getting Mika this week, back to the trap line. All right. Trapping Tuesdays are going to be coming to you. They are at my local Tractor Supply remodeling the store. And I was fortunate enough to do a coyote. All right. I went in the store, or my wife went in the store, and all of the traps are heavily discounted. Now, the only ones they had at the time when I went in there was the combo trap, which coyote is the green one that we have that comes with a squirrel trap inside of it. They're normally $49.99, I think. They're like $40 to $50 for the combo pack. All right. And that's the first trap I ever started off using here on this channel. And it still works to this day. So with that said, the $40, $50, they're usually between $40 and $50, whether it's on sale. I got them for $25 a piece. So I bought 3 more traps. So now that gives me 3 more traps here, plus the 3 traps, the 3 raccoon traps I have on the 40-acre property, and the coyote trap. So we're going to take the 3 brand new traps, go back to the 20-acre property, and put them on a 20-acre, so that I have both the 20-acre running and the 40-acre property actively running. Because the 40-acre property, I don't go check every day. The guy calls me, hey dude, nothing in the traps, don't even come. Bait's still here. So, it saves me a trip, but it doesn't give content for you guys. So going back to the 20-acre property will at least give us more content to try to make this a little bit better. I also had another call. A lady called me about catching a coyote out of her yard, but Tractor Supply didn't have any more of the coyote traps in stock. If it did, I mean, if they still have them come next week, I'm going to go back and buy the 3 or 4 they had left. Because at $25 a piece, hell, man, that's $75 for 3. They're $40 to $50 a piece. Now, on the other side of that, too, the package comes, like I said, it's a combo pack. You get the raccoon cage as well as a squirrel cage. Now, I have 4 squirrel cages now. So I figure, well, what the hell? We got the 20-acre lot. Let's go ahead and, I was telling my son, let's go ahead and put some squirrel traps out and see if we trap some squirrels. So we have, we're going to start doing that as well, too. So I just thought it was a really cool week, man. We had a really good week this week. I'm coaching wrestling again. I've been very busy. Oh, that's awesome. What wrestling you call high school wrestling? Yeah, I mean, Coyote, like you said, they may not be the best traps in the world. You may have to fix them. You may have to modify them a little. But the catch is shit. And you know what? I've had that cage since the beginning, and it's still working. So I don't regret buying it. I don't have no qualms. I don't have no, this is a crappy trap from Tractor Supply. No, it catches stuff. If it bends, I bend it. Now, I did have a tree fall on one of my traps. That was pretty cool. And it kind of like smushed it a little bit. So I had to lay it on its side and smush it back and readjust all of the, the arms and levers and stuff. But I went and picked up some more stuff today to make my all predator bait because I've been out of it for a while. But yeah, that's what's going on in the trap line. And that's pretty much been the week, guys. We've got 3 traps, 3 new traps to put out. We're going to go put them back out on 20 acres. We're going to start putting some squirrel traps out on the 20-acre property. And we're still working the 40-acre. Got 2 raccoons. Finally caught Dave, which we caught Dave on the 40-acre on the double day. That'll be coming in an upcoming video. Again, I'm trying not to make like weeks of where I don't catch anything because that's pretty much what it's been. It's been a lot of not catching anything. And I don't know if you guys want me to do short. Well, maybe I'll do shorter for trapping Tuesdays. I'll just do shorter videos, like just a day's worth or 2 days worth or whatever I have collected by that Tuesday, because again, I caught them last week. We haven't caught anything since, but then again, we've had a cold snap again. So they will get you going until you can get more and better traps. That's how I started. And again, it's like I said, at the end of the day, if it catches, look, it's like going fishing. I go get a Walmart fishing rod. I go get a cane pole. I catch fish. I'm going to spend $100 million to catch fish. For the broke folk out there in the world that want to trap, hey, get you a Tractor Supply trap. If you can afford down the road to get better traps, absolutely get better traps. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't do that. What I am saying is my cheap little trap that everybody talked crap about when I started. Oh, they're going to get out and they're going to this and that. I haven't lost one yet in that trap. Not saying I won't, but here it is months later and that trap is still working fine. So Infantry, we started a little kids program. We teach 5 to 14-year-olds getting ready to start a high school program in the same area next season. That's awesome, dude. That's so good to hear, man. And what are you doing, like high school style wrestling or WWE style wrestling? Like, I was on a wrestling team in high school. I tried out. I hurt the kid and I wasn't able to be on the team. But, yeah. But don't be surprised when you have a raccoon put a hole in it. I'm not surprised at anything. I'm not saying a raccoon won't put a hole in it. I'm saying I haven't had one put a hole in it yet. But that's when I wait for him to go on sale again. Just buy a crap ton more. I mean, dude, at $25 a piece, who the hell cares? And I reinforce them with chicken wire, not chicken wire, but square wire anyway. But I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised at all. Guys, quick reminder for everybody here on a Friday night that, times are tough, cold times are here, and, we live in scary times. Are you prepared the way you should be? One of the ways you should be prepared is to make sure that you have yourself an emergency supply of antibiotics at the ready in your home when you need it. Well, how do you do that without a doctor, do you say? I have the solution for you, and it's right here.
In today's world of technology, supply shortages, fuel shortages, and war, now more than ever is the time to prepare. Throughout human history, over 1 billion people have died from disease that would have been cured by everyday antibiotics. Over 99% of Americans do not have a supply of emergency antibiotics. Over 98% of antibiotics are produced overseas. The chance that antibiotic supply chain could be interrupted at some point is 100%. If that were to happen, experts predict that local pharmacies would run out of antibiotics in a few weeks. The time to prepare is now. Every home needs to purchase a Jace case. If we got your attention, visit our website today at jacemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. Be sure to use promo code Infantry10 for 10% off your order. Be prepared with Jace Case.
That's right. Get your merch and support the channel because it helps us out a little bit for every t-shirt that we sell. We got some really cool designs up there. Hope you guys enjoy those. The last of 2022, we came up with the Buck Off t-shirt, so that's up. High school wrestling, okay. And then Vash says, in case I don't get a chance to type again, I'm still listening, but busy with stuff. Cool. Hey, you're busy with stuff, so we'll talk about that later. I just was curious about how the rifle went, if you got it sighted in and everything. So a lot of exciting things coming up in the future here. This week, like I said, was pretty busy. And, of course, if you guys ever want to reach out to us, it's infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Be sure to go over and check out the website, infantryoutdoors.com. You can find our recommended products, merchandise, contact info, social media links, and so much more. Also, the new year is here. Always looking for sponsors for the program. So anybody that has a business, product, service, or something that you'd like to get out in front of a worldwide audience here on YouTube and other platforms like Rumble, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, reach out to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com, and we will be happy to work with you, provided your product fits our target demographic. And we're always looking for new people to work with, new products, new things. So reach out to us. I had a couple new companies reach out. We've got the new product coming out from One Leaf. I'm waiting on a slow boat from China, literally, to get here with my product. But we've got the new Commander and the new Rapid Fire Plus system coming. Very excited about that. I also want to try to get my hands on the Commander NV200 Bino system, night vision binos. So hopefully I'll be able to get that coming up here this year too. So a lot of cool things happening. Like I said, the dog training with Mika. If you've ever wanted to know how a service dog or a dog in general is trained for multiple activities like sit, stay, come here, don't let me run into things, don't let me get run over by a car, attack the man that's going to bite me, which you guys may not see that part. Go get the squirrel, help me find the deer, let's find the hog, pull me out the water. We got a lot of things we're going to work on. And it's going to be amazing. Big shout outs going out to Awful Pirate for donating Mika to us. We really appreciate it. She is a blessing. And big shout out going out to, oh, my brain just went blank. Yeah, my brain just went blank. Oh, I'm sorry, Eric. My brain just went blank on the dog training company. Black Ops Training. Black Ops Dog Training. They're going to be handling all the training for us, so it's going to be awesome. Let you know. She is licking my face. Wait, hold on. I missed something. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, my Yoda's attacking me. Bash Matrix. Kid finally showing up in an hour, so I'm hopping into the shower now. Sweet. She's licking my face. Let you know if we use it this weekend, but there's snow here, so maybe. Okay. I hope you get something. I really do. Be careful about the sitting on that one leaf. Yeah, you and your favorite setting. Yeah, Black Ops K9. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Black Ops K. I had a brain, like my brain went blank for a minute. Like I'm saying to myself, ops. Black Ops. Black Ops K9. Yep. Being ADHD is like watching your thought float away like a red balloon. Hey, look, man. I'm very proud of my son. Okay, he got his first squirrel. Speaking of ADHD, Brandon got his first squirrel. And I've said, I don't know, I probably said this already, but I'm very proud of the fact that my son, I allowed him to take the pellet rifle for the first time into the backyard, into the blind by himself while I watched Logan, and to try to do a sit and hunt. And he knows 30 minutes, you got to wait before anything's going to come out. So he did his thing. He took his tablet, he put headphones in, he took the rifle out there, and he sat there, and then he came back with a squirrel. He came back successful. He's like, Dad, I have my tablet to put music, to keep my mind busy. And I just sat there and I waited, and then I got my squirrel. I was so happy, man. I was so happy. Because the thing to get a kid to sit like that, to sit still, especially to hunt, and I know he's doing it my way. He could walk around and pop them out of the trees. So I've got him doing it Dad's way, because I don't want him walking around just popping things out of trees. That could end bad for everybody involved. So, but I was very proud of him. I might even take Mika out this weekend, out into the blind, have her sit while we do a little squirrel hunting. I know my son has his squirrels we got to clean here this weekend, so we'll probably do that tomorrow. I got a couple of raccoon hides I got to get boarded out. I just basically skinned them and threw them in the freezer. So yeah, I think I have like 3 raccoon hides I got to deal with in the freezer. 2 squirrels, 3 raccoon hides, and a partridge in a pear tree. So we've come up. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry about that, everybody. I am done with all my hoo-ha. So we come to the part of the program where I drop a stinky linky. And if anybody wants to come up and hang out, talk about your week outdoors. I know Big Matt's still here. Maybe he wants to come up. Coyote. Anybody's welcome. On the back end of the program, we'll bring you on up, talk about your week, see how things are going. And guys, if you're just coming in, please give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the program. What's up? What's the matter? You need to go potty? Hang on, let me get Mom. Oh. Amber. Mika needs to go out. Huh? She's whining, so. Okay. Yeah, she's whining, so I figured better safe than sorry. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dum, dum. Let's see, we coming up on our music break here in a minute. Almost coming up on the music break. But doom 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 boom boom boom. What else did I want to tell you guys about? Is there any videos and check out? Anybody got a video they want to watch tonight? Anything they want to recommend? Let me go to my history, see if there's anything worth watching. Let's see. Your video. Sorry about that, guys. But the way I got, y'all know the deal, the way I got the screen set up. No, not my videos. I didn't want to do that to me. Look at history. Yeah, I see my live stream. I see the Mika puppy. I don't really think there was anything really worth talking about this week. Did y'all hear about, what does it say here? The state is in shock after 88% of counties rebel and refuse the new gun bans that are going in effect in one of the states. 90% of the state is not going to follow the law. It's pretty crazy. What else? I don't really think there was too much this week. I've been kind of busy, like I said, with the pup and with everything else going on, and we picked up the new traps, so really don't think I have too much that's worth putting up here this week. Let me check the chat. Anybody got a video they want me to pull up? Anybody want to come up and hang out? And I do have a video coming up for you guys based off YouTube. It's actually coming up on time where I can do the video. It's the gentleman that got arrested in Lake City for his blind stick. And a lot of you reached out thinking it was me. And I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But no, it wasn't me. And I would like to talk about it one of these days. Yeah, I don't think I watched really anything this week that jumps out at me and it says, hey, we need to talk about it, or just let's talk about it. It's my standard ghost hunters and stuff like that. Really love watching ghost hunting videos. I think it's funny. Some of them I do. Some of you could tell blade out for a fact it is hogwash, but you know. Skimming through. Big shout out to Blackie Thomas. I ain't seen that guy in forever, but I watched him the other day. He was doing a thing on tent stoves, hot tent stoves, and comparisons and things. Really good guy. Go check out Blackie Thomas if y'all don't know him. Go check him out. Magic. I love Magic. If you like Magic, let me know in the chat. I love Magic. Outdoors with Big Matt. I watched him this week. Big shout out to Outdoors with Big Matt. Just scrolling through. Again, there ain't nothing here like outdoors worthy to really talk about. So yeah, it's this people are getting crazy with 2A laws BS. Yeah, it is, man. Oh yeah, Canoso, Eric, I love Magic, dude. I'm a big fan of Magic. I have probably a couple $100 worth of Magic tricks put away. Whenever I used to go to Disney, I'd go to the Magic store and I'd always spend way too much money on the coolest tricks I could find. Like, I know how to float dollar bills, I know how to put quarters through glass, rope tricks, card tricks. I love Magic, dude. That's one of my favorite things. Yeah. Penn and Teller Fullest is one of my favorite channels, or one of my favorite shows. I love watching that. I remember as a kid watching David Copperfield make the Statue of Liberty disappear, watch a jet plane disappear. You know, I think in my era, if you're my age, like Eric, you're my age, I believe. In our era, I think we had all the best stuff. We had the stuntman programs, like Remy Julien, who was a world famous stuntman who did all these different stunts. You had David Copperfield. We just had like all the best stuff in our era, in my opinion. Because now, if you think about it, technology has ruined all of it, all of the effect, all of it. Like, you can Google how to do any trick now. You know, how was it done? And people will tell you. I like Magic, but that's taking the magic away. Half the fun of Magic is, you know, not knowing the trick. And if you do know the trick, that's part of the fun too. Is like, wow. Like when I learn a new magic trick, it's like when I first pull it off in front of somebody, I'm the one going, wow, I did it. I remember the look on one of my coworkers' face. I did a trick called Scotch and Soda. And you have one coin and you have another coin. In this case, it was a Bahamian coin and it was an English coin and an American coin. And the English coin was bigger than the American coin, obviously. So what I would do is I'd hold the British coin and I put the American coin and I'd say, all right, watch. I'm going to take it and just go underneath and come around this way and go underneath and go around this way and go underneath. And eventually you'll see what's going to happen. So what would happen basically is I go underneath, I go underneath, I go underneath 3 times, and I only had one coin. The other coin disappeared. So music break number 2, boys and girls. It's Friday night. I got to get energized. Got to keep y'all energized. So let's do it. Here we go.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. It's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see you
make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
That's right. Music break is over. Until I get some more music from YouTube. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Welcome to This Week Outdoors. If you're just tuning in, I'm the Infantry, welcoming you to another fun Friday filled This Week Outdoors. What's happening this week outdoors is what's happening this week outdoors. So if you missed it, go back and watch it. All right, guys, I got a special guest here in the studios with us tonight, and he's been over there hanging out. I've watched his head bob, and he's joining the tunes. Let's get him on over here as the Awful Pirate. Hardy.
What's going on, bro?
Timber.
I'm not a very good pirate. That's why.
You aren't a very good pirate. You didn't get a lot of booty.
I'm too nice.
See, that's what it was. You didn't get enough booty to be a good pirate.
I guess so.
Well, Mr. Awful Pirate, I'd like to welcome you to the program, and on behalf of myself and my viewers, thank you very much. For those of you that are just tuning in, this is the gentleman here that gave us Mika. This is the Awful Pirate that I mentioned to you. And ironically, I have information. I don't know if you heard earlier, someone wants to reach out already and speak to you about a pup. So I'll get to you tomorrow, their information.
Cool.
But if you want, take a minute, tell everybody about Awful Pirate, what you guys do, the dog breeding and contact info and stuff like that. So if any of my viewers want to reach out to you.
Oh, I see that video slowing down. Let's see what's going on with the video. I don't know what's up. But yeah, if you go to awfulpirate.com, that's my website. You can always contact me through there. I'm always on YouTube, so if you want to reach out to me here, this is the Canoso is the name I use here. And as for Black Ops, they have a site, blackopscanine.com, so you can check out what they do there. But yeah, I'm always around though. Let me reset this camera. Let's see if that works.
That looks like me with a smiley face.
It's a little. Dude,
I asked my wife. You know what? I think I'm going to take a YouTube poll or a social media poll and find out, because I've asked my wife. I was like, "Hey, do you think? I'm in my 40s now. I'm not a little kid. Do you think I should get an eye patch and put an eye patch? Because a lot of times, like when I go to my kid's school, I have little children that go, "What's wrong with your eye?" And then they're obsessed about it. And I'm never the one to, I tell them, well, I'm blind, that eye doesn't work. And I tell them, but I've always been curious, now that I'm in my 40s, and Mayhem had me get this one for a movie part we were doing. It's like a cyberpunk eye patch, and it just looked really cool. And I was like, you know what? it's kind of badass if you think about it. You had an eye patch. So I was like, maybe I get him. My
Yeah,
wife
man.
was like, no, don't get an eye patch. Don't do it. I'm like, but it might look cool. She goes, well, if you want to do it, do it. So I think I'm going to take a poll. Eye patch or no eye patch, and see what people do.
I think it'd be cool. Hell yeah.
But now you specialize in the dog breeding department, right, Eric?
Oh, that's what I'm doing when in terms of with Black Ops Canine.
Okay.
So I'll be doing a lot of the breeding for them. I have some dogs, they got some dogs, so we're kind of bringing them together. Mostly I do like web development, software development.
Okay.
That's my 9 to 5, my bread and butter.
Yeah, we both got one of those, right?
Yeah.
And then it's always we have a 9 to 5 and this on the side because 9
Exactly.
to 5, 9 to 5 just don't do it. It just don't do it.
Exactly. So this is the dog thing. Just kind of, it's actually the reason I came up here to Lake City, Florida. And why I bought the land is I wanted to breed. I had my German Shepherd Archimedes. Sadly got hit by a truck a couple weeks ago, but yeah, I brought him up here, and that was the reason why I wanted to breed dogs out here. So,
And it's
now
funny
we're doing
'cause
it.
like we were talking about earlier, I have yet to do any outside off leash training because Eric and I live on the same road. We're both on the same county road, and his dog, like you said, he lost his a few weeks ago on that county road. Now, I have no doubt Mika will come when I call her or do what I want, but it's only been 2 days, and I don't want her to see a squirrel and chase it into the road, or you never know what could happen. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
leave
you don't.
the first day of off leash when I'm at your place where it's at least fenced. And then
Yeah,
see
I got some pets. In my case, he was chasing coyotes that came on the property, and he normally doesn't go to the street, but he did this one night, and he's all black German Shepherd in the middle of the night, and
Yeah.
the truck was just speeding down Pine Mountain. He just smacked right into him. It was
that
terrible.
road, man, that road,
That road's bad.
it gets them.
I do think that he did get the other Mika's mom pregnant though, so it looks like she looks like she's pregnant. So hopefully we'll have children of Archimedes.
Archimedes.
Yeah.
Some little Archimedes. That's cool, man. The generation gets to live on.
Yeah, I did reach out to the breeder that I got Archimedes from, and he's got 2 males. So I might pick one up.
We've got a guy in the chat that I was telling you about. The name is the Wrights Trapping. He goes by Coyote. You'll see in the chat that he mentioned Yodi. Yodi is his newest service dog, and then which he got from Big Matt, Outdoors with Big Matt, who's also in the chat. He drove from Washington State down to Texas to Big Matt to pick up Yodi. Now he also has another service dog named Dingo. But he was the one that was, honest to God, like I told you, I was really reluctant on doing this. And then I had a talk with Coyote, and Coyote's like, well, God was the reason I went down to Texas and got Yodi, and I don't regret it. So think about it twice before you say no. And that's when we started talking about, well, what are you going to train it? And infantry, you should have him train it to help you with the squirrels. And you know what? I bet he can help you find a deer if you needed him to, or a hog, or, you don't need that much help. So that's Coyote has been the big, what can we do with the new pup? So
nice. Yeah, there's plenty.
And then Coyote, Eric brought up which I didn't even think about, the water training that she could possibly rescue out of water. That'll be pretty cool to see. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we can do and what she can do. Now, Eric, what can you tell me about Black Ops Canine? Or what can you tell the viewers about Black Ops Canine? You still trying to get that camera going? See, that's that virtual green screen. That's what happens when y'all play with virtual green screen. I trained my own dog for a long time.
All right, there we go. Good to see a mess behind me, but whatever.
Yeah, that virtual ain't working.
No, the virtual stuff slows it down too much.
Yeah,
But
see, I've got this here. This is legit right here. That's green. That's all.
You got a green. Yeah, I need to
Yeah,
get
the
one.
whole wall is green.
I need to get one and throw it up.
You
Just
can
like
get them.
boxes.
You could get like I think it's a 10 by 10, a 10 by 12 panel on Amazon for like $8. I just staple it to the wall, and
Yeah.
I have two of them, so I legit have an entire green wall. So if I want to do product photography, if I need to do thumbnails, I can have like at least a 3/4 shot in frame at any time because there's a desk here. So anything from the waist up is usable space, and then it even rolls out onto the floor some. So if I put a product on the floor, put the lights on it, I can crop out, whatever I need for product endorsement photography, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So for Black Ops, when I first came up here, someone told me about him and what he does. And I had talked to him once, Ty, his name is Ty. But then we had an incident where with my father-in-law and Archie, Archimedes. Archimedes is the one to play, but Archimedes is a big dog. He's, he was what, 90 some pounds. I mean, he's huge. And my father-in-law is an old, small, Asian guy. So it wasn't long before just playing, he knocked him down and cut him up pretty bad. So, so that day I called Ty and I put both my dogs in training with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I met him. That was what, a year and a half, almost 2 years now. So then he was looking for a new place, for a facility, and I had told him about that I wanted to breed, so that's why he's here. He rents out the back of the property where I have the forest back there, and he does training there, and then we're doing the breeding in the front. So,
and what kind of I had mentioned it earlier, but I'm sure you know more than I do. I basically just said from sit, stay, come here, roll over to protect your family to service dog to what else am I missing that you be able to train for at that facility?
So they do the regular obedience. I know they'll train for that. You can train for service, and we'll have to get get them certified once they pass the test. We're training right now. We have that one police department that comes out here, so we're training the handler and the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing all sorts of canine work,
and private people can you offer the same training to private people as well as like if I wanted my dog trained like a law enforcement protection dog,
yeah,
you guys could do that for private citizens as well, right?
Yeah, we do the protection training as well, and that's the bite work and all that stuff. So you have the commands to keep them alert when there's someone around, or
right.
We'll get to a point where they'll stay. You can have them just stay until somebody actually moves on you, and then they'll react. Mostly they train Belgian Malinois. I see someone said about a beagle. I haven't actually trained a beagle. I don't know if they have back there.
But we can find out for you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll find out.
That's Coyote. If Coyote comes from Washington with Yodi for training, he's gonna be staying in my house for sure.
Hey, all right, cool.
That's a long trek to come get
Yodi.
Yodi.
A long trek, yeah.
But he is also a hunter trapper. He's a disabled combat veteran. And Yodi is his new. He just had a video up of Yodi trying to get a rat in the cage, in the trap. And Yodi get the rat through the cage. He's like, get him, Yodi, get him, Yodi. I mean, this guy, I've only been trapping since halfway through last year. So maybe like half a year, 3/4 of a year I've been trapping. And Coyote's one of the folks that got me into it. But there's rite of passages that we like to screw with each other with. One of which is they want me to reach in a cage or coyote and grab a possum and hold it like a baby, like this crazy ass bastard does. And I say that with loving endearment because it will never happen. Never. He reached in and he grabs his tail and he reach up and he grabs its scruff and he does his thing and he'll turn it upside down. But you know what? He can see and I can't. So, and I get it because it's gonna be the funny moment when infantry turns, it gets bit and gets a tooth through the hand. But
Yep.
no, it ain't gonna happen. Who we got down here in the bottom?
At least they're resistant to
Speaking of the coyote, let's
rabies.
bring him on up.
Hey, all right.
What's up?
you
What's
go.
up, Coyote? This is my good buddy Eric. Eric, this is Coyote out in Washington. That is Yodi.
And this is Yo-Yo or
Spit it
Yodi.
out. Hold on. I just spit a bunch
Where's
of
the
them.
dingers? I want to see dingers.
Dingers is laying down over here.
Oh, look at that cute boy. Look at that.
This is my
Ladies,
cute girl. She's got
Girl, excuse me.
baby blue eyes.
Look at that.
Dingo,
Wow, that
you
is
got to
blue.
come to the camera, honey. Come on, Dingo. Dingo's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love Dingo.
Dingers. Come here. Dingo.
Come here, Dingo.
Come on.
Dingers.
No,
I'm trying to
Yodi.
get one of
Let her.
mine.
Dingo. Come here. Come here.
What is what is Dingo? What kind of dog, Coyote?
Come on.
There she is.
Dingo is an Australian Shepherd, a cattle dog, and he does waves and bye-byes.
He does the ending of every video.
Yeah, but he stop. No bark. Yodi gets excited when I hold Dingo. But
You have a
if I
she-wolf,
drop
Coyote?
something or fall down, Dingo will pick up whatever and give it to me. He will help me get back up on my feet. If I have a panic attack or anything, or get really irritated with somebody, he'll get up in my face and try to calm me down.
Mm.
And but then when we're out in the woods, he can tell now when I'm overstressing myself, and he'll get in front of me and block me and make me sit down
Nice.
and try to get me to take a break, because I have a tendency to get that military attitude, go.
So this guy's gonna kill himself in the woods one day. He is.
Wake up a couple hours later,
You should see
laying
him
there
try
in the middle of a road or something, passed out, and it's like, oh,
go watch the video of him trying to pull trap stakes out by bare hand. Well, not by bare hand, but by like hand tools. You know,
Yeah.
a trap stake is 2-3 feet long and it goes into the ground, and he's over here trying to. I'm like, bro, you're going to the chiropractor first thing tomorrow.
well, I can go
Whoa.
back the next day with a come along and
I'm over here telling him, look, go to Home Depot and make a metal tripod, hook a freaking winch to it, and or yoke it out with the 4x4. I'm in my 40s. I'm not gonna sit there and do what he does. No.
I'm gonna be 53 next month.
That's a lot of work to get one damn trap out the ground. And how many traps you have to do in a set? 4 or 5?
I usually put 3 to 5 traps out
Yeah.
at a location. But that's if I'm putting footholds, which I don't get to use very often. Most of the time I'm using live traps like you.
Yeah.
And
Those are the way to go. They really are.
there's a video where there's about a 500-pound bear throwing my trap around like a toy. And it's trying to get the beaver meat out of the trap, because it's the same trap he's got with the bait cage in the back. And this
Right.
bear's laying on its back, just throwing this cage around like it's no big deal.
It looks like a
I'm like,
circus bear
dude.
playing with a ball. It really
But
does.
that trap's like 150 pounds or something.
They're not light.
And,
Both my
I mean,
kids fit in
It's
the trap.
all I can do to move it, because I've got 8 herniated discs in my back and bad shoulders and bad knees. And so 8 years in the Navy, all I do now is hunt, fish, and trap, and love my fur babies.
That's good.
And she's getting really clingy lately. She's just like, I love you, Daddy. I love you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I saw someone mention in the comments earlier that, like tonight, remember I was telling you how she barks at Jasmine, Eric? Tonight she actually did it with nipping as her intent, and I had to put her in her place. Somebody was telling me in the chat that it's her trying to exert her dominance over the older dog.
Yeah,
It is.
they'll do that, and they'll be like, because they look for their hierarchy. They do it here, right? They did it here, especially when they were all growing up.
Yodi's doing that to Dingo and Maji right now.
Yeah.
And both earlier today, Dingo was like, "No, I'm done." Put her down and was like, "I'm not hurting her, Daddy, but I'm just letting her know."
That's what I'm waiting for. Because Jasmine is taking it. Not only is she taking it, she's taking it and she's fearing it a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm waiting for her to just go that one, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, that'll be the end of it. That's what happens here.
But she never do it. She's never been an aggressive dog toward anyone or anything. So Jasmine may,
and that's a good sign. That's a good dog that will tolerate the puppiness.
Yeah.
But then also knows when to say, okay, enough is enough. Right. And my dog Dingo and my daughter's dog Maja, they tell Yodi, look, enough is enough, sit down, shut up.
Yeah.
But they don't take it. She might go like that, but she's not running to me. Oh my God, they beat my butt, bleeding half a leg off or something.
Yeah,
they keep it within tolerant levels of no, you're still the runt.
Yeah. Well, none of us let it fly either. The minute she barks at Jasmine, everyone in this house, no, this is not you don't do that. This is Jasmine's house. Sorry. You can want to be dominant all you want, but all the adults in the house say no.
He might have a different opinion, but I would almost say let Jasmine straighten her.
Yeah,
no, I agree with that.
I know they will. Will.
Let Jasmine straighten her out. When Jasmine's had enough, she's going to let the pup know enough is enough. Sit down, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I let them when they get into the little fights all the time. I let them fight. Just watch in case it gets out of hand, but otherwise I let it go.
It's the weirdest damn thing because the dogs eat head next to head, drink head next together. Yeah. But let the little one not see Jasmine for 10 or 15 minutes and Jasmine just come back into view. And it's, oh my God, I've never seen you before. And
that's kind of unusual.
It's really weird. And she loves barking at herself in the mirror. That's the other thing.
One of the other, one of Mika's siblings, Renegade, we have him here. He was doing that to me the other day. I was gone for a while. When I came outside, he was barking at me, like he didn't recognize me or something. It was really weird.
Yeah, and the mirror, she like every time she sees a reflection of herself, she barks. So it's that's interesting.
Now, Yodi knows what the mirror is, I think, and she uses it. She will sit in front of the door and watch in the mirror me getting dressed across the room.
I tried that with Mika.
And I'm like, wait a minute, somebody's watching me. And I look and I see the reflection of her going, I'm watching you, Daddy. And I'm like, don't watch me.
I tried that tonight with her when she was barking herself in the mirror. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to get her to understand that it's her. So I stood next to her and had her come up on the vanity and I was petting her. I'm like, see, it's Daddy and Mika. See, Daddy and Mika. Nope, that didn't work. I think that pissed her off more than she saw another dog with her daddy.
There's another one of you.
Yeah, like, oh, wait, hold on. This ain't right. I'm not with you. I'm like, no, don't bark.
It's so funny how different animals react to different things. I have a laser pointer thing.
Oh, God.
And Yodi and my daughter's dog will go ballistic for the thing and chase it. Dingo, he gets mad at the other dogs for chasing it. He will attack them and tell them, don't chase it.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
It's like chasing the light is bad. Don't chase the light. Don't do that. Don't do that. And he gets mad at him. And I'm like, Dingo, let him chase the light.
I'm not doing it. You can't do it either.
and it's not that he doesn't see the light. He sees the light because, I mean, when I shine it, I see him go, yeah, I see it, Dad, but I ain't chasing it. But as soon as Yodi starts chasing it or Maji starts chasing it, he jumps up and gets in their way and no. It's like, okay.
My cousin had this little dog, Tuxedo. I forget what he was. He was a little shit, this dog. I loved him to death, but he was a little shit, and him and I had this you're a little shit relationship. Like, he knew how to lovingly piss me off. Like, we could be on the couch. There's plenty of room for him to walk by. He has to step on my nuts. Or he'd have to sit on my shoulder and slide off of me instead of just getting down normal. You know, just little things like that. Well, Tuxedo, if you flash the laser pointer, he'd go nuts too. Well, my cousin one day when we were in an apartment, we had this long hallway that led to the front door of the apartment. So he puts it at the start. His bedroom was the very back bedroom at the end of the hallway. So the dog literally had the whole hallway all the way to the front door, nothing, clear runway. So he takes the pen and he starts at his door and goes down the hallway and up the front door. The fucking dog went this is a little dog, not a big dog. Went 3/4 of the way almost to the ceiling to get that laser pointer and came back.
Wow.
Him and I are like, what the? Oh my God, how the hell? He went vertical and ran up the door. I'm like, oh.
I can believe it. I
Stank.
get dogs running back and forth when Dingo's not in the way. And they are just, sometimes it's like, I don't know if they're going to stop when they get to the end of the hallway or are they going to hit that wall? And a couple times, Maji won't stop in time and you'll hear a thud. And it's like, oops.
I'm glad I don't have sliding glass doors to deal with. You know how many dogs go through them damn things?
Oh, I've got a sliding glass door. And when I first got Yodi home from Texas, she was outside and she came running. And all of a sudden I heard this boom. And I was like, what the hell was that?
And you can hear the sliding glass door still vibrating afterwards.
And the glass door was still sitting there kind of shimmering. And I looked in the backyard and Yodi's standing at the bottom of the steps going like, holy crap, I was about knocked myself out there.
Lord, that's hilarious.
That's day two. What did we say? Because I didn't even know you chatted there, Matt. I'm sorry. I'm laughing so hard.
I think that was in reference to the dogs letting them sort themselves out.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, no, and I'm agreeing with that too.
I mean, I understand you stopping. I understand why you're trying to stop it, but at some point you have to let the dogs.
Yeah. No, I know. I've had dogs my whole life.
You let it go to a point, but don't let it go past a certain point.
Yeah.
If it looked, I mean, Dingo and Maji are not real violent. I mean, I got a video of Yodi playing with all the dogs around the house, and she plays with everybody really good. But when it's time to calm down, she also the other dogs let her know.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. Yeah.
And if me stepping in, stopping her all the time is not going to teach her the sign from Dingo that he's had enough. So your dog needs to show the sign to the new dog that's enough. And when I say this, that means it.
Yep. And I know what's going to happen. I know.
You got to kind of let it play out to that. I mean, don't let it play into a violent scene.
No,
let it play enough that the pup is like, oh yeah, she's the big bitch of the house.
Yep. Yeah, she's gonna learn, no doubt.
And so
it doesn't worry me so much because, like I said, if two dogs can eat face to face and there's no issues on a first day of meeting and a second day of meeting, then that stupid shit that goes on, I'm not worried about it. It's just it's odd that she should know Jasmine exists 20 minutes after you were just playing or eating with her. But then when she comes back in 20 minutes later, it's like she's never seen her. I've never seen that before. That's what kind of blows my mind. Not what they do.
That is, I've never, I've seen that once or twice, but only in like Chihuahuas or what I call stupid.
Oh yeah, my Shih Tzu used to do that. Yeah.
They tend to have a short attention, and so they forget those. But German Shepherds or bigger dogs, they don't tend to forget that. So that's kind of unusual.
And the honest part of it is like Jasmine, her spots are the bathrooms. For whatever reason in the world, when she's during the day and it's not at night, she sleeps in here on the floor in my bed where I sleep in the room. And during the day, her spots are up against the bathtubs. She likes to lay up against the tub and she sleeps on the floors. So the bathrooms are her rooms. Well, it was cute to see Mika went on her own into the bathroom and laid on the carpet in front of the sink, and Jasmine was, so I had one dog laying this way and Jasmine laying this way, and they were both laying in the same room for a good half hour. Then yesterday, sit down on the couch with the boys watching TV, and I start taking a nap. I wake up, I'm like, hey, where'd Mika go? And the boys like, she's in there with Jasmine. She took a nap this whole time. So her and Jasmine got it together. It's just that weird thing of when you first come in view, what the hell, who are you? And tonight, the nipping thing, which has never happened, was Jasmine I can let out the door and she'll come back when she's done and bark and let me know she's done. So let me know that she was done. I opened the door, and with Jasmine trying to come in the house, that's when Mika was like trying to not let her in the house.
Hey, infantry.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Hold on. Let me turn my screen a little bit.
She's moving. See, Dingo lays right there, and Yodi lays right there usually.
Yeah.
And they sit right here beside my chair all day long. If they need to go to the bathroom, they'll usually go over to the garage door, scratch on it, and we either go out front or we go out back. But they both lay right here. Their water's right there. Their food's right there. They eat together. They drink together.
Somebody else.
They actually get in bed and sleep with me and the wife.
Big Matt, there he is. I was wondering when he was going to come up here. What's going on, Big Matt?
Hey.
Happy Friday, fam.
It's a dominant.
Yes.
It's a pecking order. German Shepherds are.
You're cutting out a little bit.
You're
Matt.
cutting out in and out, Matt.
Because of Restream.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
sorry,
like Restream either.
I haven't found an easier way to do
Don't
this.
get along.
Yeah.
But yeah, what he was saying, it's a dominance thing. It's pecking order.
Right.
They just got to. I know Jasmine is old and all, but she's got to be able to stand her ground too. So
Yeah, of course. Like I said, it wasn't the action that was, questioning. It was why 10 minutes, 50, like, I mean, legit, just come out of sight, play with her for a minute, and let Jasmine come back into sight. And it's like you've never seen the dog before. That's the kind of odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never seen that, but
She's talking
I
to
get
her. Papa place.
probably trying to get her attention.
And there are times where you can tell it's the puppy, like there's different barks. When she's trying to get Jasmine to play with her, I don't worry so much about that. I'm just like, hey, play nice with her. She's old. But when it's the like coming in the door, you tried to bite her in the face, that is a no. Now it's something different. So when there's nipping involved, that's when daddy's not gonna let that fly. Like my kids. I got two boys, man. They're constantly putting their hands on each other. I don't let it fly. But eventually the big one's gonna have to beat down the little one to get the little one to stop beating on the big one. That's just how it goes.
Or the little
I get,
one's gonna win.
or the little one's gonna win. Well, the only reason the little one wins is because I won't let the big one do anything to retaliate. So the little one basically is getting free reign to whip his big brother's ass, and we just yell at him. When there's gonna be when he gets a little bit older, I already told him. The day I tell Brandon, you can go ahead and hit him, he's gonna knock the piss out of you. And you will never put your hands on your brother again. And I've told him. Because there's gonna come a day where I say, go ahead.
Hey, infantry.
That's what my dad said.
Yeah.
Check
exactly.
this. Check this out, infantry.
What is that? What? Oh, look at the fur, baby.
See how Dingo is attacking her?
Yeah.
Now watch. He'll go over and bite her throat in a minute.
Oh yeah, no, that's plain.
That's going at her. Well, yeah, she started harassing him, and he said, "I've had enough. I've had enough. Leave me alone." And she just kept going, and so he kind of does like that to her now.
Right. And the other thing
now
she's
just like, "Oh, I love it. I love it. Keep doing it."
I've never. Well, how many years apart are they, Dingo? Dingo and Yodi.
Dingo is 8,
and Yodi is pup.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 8-year difference. I got 13-year difference.
Yeah. But you've also got 2 Germans, and I've got an Australian Shepherd and a Sheagle.
A Sheagle.
An Australian Shepherd and Beagle mixed.
A Sheagle.
Yep, it's called a Sheagle.
It sounds like a gay eagle. It sounds like you got a pet gay eagle. Yeah, designer breed for the fluffy people in life. Hey.
I got a designer breed $2,000 dog.
Yeah, it's for the fluffy people in the life. Hey, we got a Sheagle.
Well, I am in Washington.
Dude, I wasn't gonna go there, but you're welcome to. You live there.
I am in Washington. You know how we are.
Coyote, did you see the one video? I forget what state it was, but 90% of the counties that take up the state refuse to apply by the new gun laws or enforce any of them.
I heard that.
Dude, I was laughing. The sheriff literally goes, "We will not persecute. We will not come after. I will not house any citizen in my jail that breaks this law, and we will not comply with said registry of the law. It is unconstitutional."
I forgot what state it is, but the governor of the state came out and said no more assault rifles or guns in his state.
No.
Or something like that. So he's trying to get rid of everything in his state.
For you guys on YouTube, I don't know if you catch
or
up.
You can't. You can have them, but you can't carry them around. There's no more carrying a gun in whatever state.
Check this out.
But so ATF just put out a new ruling. Did you hear that?
On what?
Oh, for the braces.
My assault gun
for the pistol braces?
Yeah.
Public?
Which means I got to go register this as an SBR now.
Yeah, but that's going to get thrown away. GOA is already taking care of that.
Hey,
there's already a lawsuit.
If you're going to play with your bug assault, I got my bug assault.
But,
nice.
Well,
here is
all together.
Hey, infantry.
Yeah,
we got you covered.
You got me. Bug assaults.
I don't have one of those.
Dude, my problem is I can't
behind me, though.
bug to shoot them with it. So that's the only issue I have with it. I shoot my
shot a jarhead with mine. Go watch his video. The jarhead screams like a little bitch. He goes, ah!
When I was a kid, if you went to Old Man Farmer's field to either get the mushrooms or try to out of the horse poop or the cow poop, or you try to go get snakes off of the property, which is what I did. They had this thing. I don't know if they still have it anymore. Do they still sell rock salt rounds? Bro,
I'm sure they do,
you ever get shot with a damn shotgun with rock salt? Holy,
that stuff hurts. I was born and raised in Alabama. We used to go cow tipping and stuff all the time.
That was the thing. That's why the farmer had them rounds for cow tipping people.
Yeah, well, what's bad is when you go push on a cow and it doesn't move, and he turns and looks at you like, "You done screwed up, boy."
Where'd Big Mac
And
go?
you're like, "Oh crap, I gotta run," and I got 150 yards to run, and this boy is right here beside me. Oh lordy!
Hey, Coyote, I do gotta say something. As much as you rag on StreamYards or this platform, this time particular, you're coming through 5x5 the whole time, dude.
Well,
Like for some reason, it's the
good
best
reception,
broadcast with
but
you.
if you watch my camera,
Yeah.
flashing.
Yeah, you were telling me that, but this is like
Yeah.
the best broadcast with you. Like
And-
there's no lag,
but
there's no interruption.
I'm really dark. I can't hardly see myself.
Well, it's not my problem. You have a tan. Just stay out the sun. What can I tell you?
Well, the light's over here,
Yeah,
but
light in the front.
this side is all dark.
Yeah. No, you look fine on my screen. But yeah, I mean,
But you can see my skins.
Oh yeah, looking good.
That's my raccoon and my bobcat, my deer, my other deer.
yeah, I'm starting to get quite the pile myself. I think I'm at like 9 or 10 raccoon hides I got already dried, and I've got 3
That's
more in the freezer.
AR pistol with the suppressor on it.
Oh,
it's a 6.5
that reminds me. Hold on
Creedmoor.
1 second. Kyle, before I lose this thought again. Matt, I hope you're listening too. All right, effective immediately. I'm not 100% sure, nobody is, whether or not this is solid concrete law, but effective immediately, don't cuss in your YouTube videos if you're monetized. If you cuss within the first 30 seconds to a minute of your video, you will automatically be demonetized. If you curse repeatedly in any of your videos, you will automatically be demonetized. Now let's move over to everybody else's favorite subject, the pew pew department.
Guess I'm not getting monetized.
If you on any one of any of your videos have used a 30-round capacity magazine and have mentioned it and they can prove it, your channel is in possible deletion, including Demolition Ranch, who put a video out today about it. So,
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Rumble,
Not only is the platform trying to suppress our freedom of speech, you are trying to now further suppress our Second Amendment right by saying you're going to demonetize, you're going to cancel, you're going to strike me. Is what it is you're going to get a strike for every video you have a 30-round mag in it.
So does that count?
Wow.
Demo said 80% of my videos on my channel have 30-round mag.
Yeah.
Does it
or
count?
more.
Or more, right? Exactly. So the question is it 30 and under, or is it over 30? Nobody has an answer yet.
It's probably 30 and above.
Infantry?
That's weird.
Does that
I don't know why they do that.
Does that
Look at
count?
Yeah, that
I
counts.
mean,
That's 3 10-round mags. That's
That
30
counts.
rounds.
well, no, that's
No.
not a
They're
10
talking
round,
about
no,
one
right.
30-round magazine.
Oh, like
Yeah.
that one.
Yep, like the
Right.
one that you use on the other
It's
stuff.
31 round.
Yeah.
But I have a 51 round drum in the truck.
But for
Yeah.
those watching,
Yeah,
for this exact reason, this is why you can follow me over on Rumble, rumble.com/Infantry Outdoors. In the event anything ever happens to my channel on YouTube, I am already synced, locked, and loaded on another platform. Follow us on both platforms.
I got an
You know?
account on
Just
there.
got Rumble too.
Yeah. And the sole reason I did it is because of this BS. All right. It really is because of this BS. And if they come after me and they pull me back when we had the kids on YouTube epidemic, that if, oh my God, if you had your kids on YouTube, it's made for kids and you'll never get paid. Well, I work with children and children's organizations to inspire kids to fish, to hunt, to camp. You know, I support the Boy Scouts. So what? Now you're telling me I have to delete 80% of my content because some scumbag locked his kids in the basement and made them work for YouTube money? There's a big difference between that guy and me. Big difference.
Yeah.
And you know, now it's the same thing. Now we have to deal with it with the pew pews, and you can't even say, I don't even say that stuff the right terminology anymore. And Kyle will tell you, it's pew pew, it's freedom packages. I'm afraid of getting in trouble.
Oh,
See,
freedom seeds.
I'm not monetized and I don't care, and I call it what it is. because I'm a true an American and I served my country for 8 years. And if they don't want to monetize me because I tell the truth, so be it.
At the same time, Eric, I'm
that is a freaking
hey, mine's
gun, and that's a gun, and that's a gun, and the one on my hip is a gun. It doesn't go pew pew, it goes boom boom. It doesn't send freedom sticks down the way, it sends freaking lead pills that'll put you to sleep.
night pills.
It's a little sleep aid for you.
I'll
that's another thing we're gonna work on too is working with the dog with firearms and stuff like that.
But see, I'm not politically correct. I'm from Alabama.
Mika,
and I'm not either. It's okay.
So, but everybody wants me to get monetized, and I'd love to get monetized, but with all these stupid rules, I ain't going to.
Yeah, and the problem is they're going to change it.
Oh yeah.
Why do they have that now? Is it because where's YouTube? It's California, and they only allow 10 rounds. Is that why? Like, there's no reason.
Washington now is only allowed 10 rounds, but it's unconstitutional. They figured out in California, so they're actually reneging that law in California. But they just passed it here in Washington, but because it's unconstitutional, the people that already have guns and weapons that have mags bigger are grandfathered in.
Yeah, you just can't buy any new ones, right?
Well, and then a lot of the states are saying that you're grandfathered in.
Send it to me.
A lot of them are saying that you're grandfathered in, but you have to register it with them. That's
where
now
they're saying that this is an SBR because it has a pistol brace on it.
No, you know what I call that?
9mm.
A Coyote, you know what I call that right there? That pistol brace. Are you ready for it? ADA compliant.
That's the truth. That's what it's for.
True.
That's what that pistol brace is, and that's what my one leaf is that they demonetized as a bolt-on product. In my case, it is ADA compliant because it is enabling a handicapped person to function in the real world like somebody else. So that stabilizer allows me to stabilize so my eye has time to focus and fire. So
I've got arthritis and carpal tunnel, and I got shakes in my hand. So
yeah. It's got to be. They have to allow ADA compliant, and they have to allow ADA compliant to be out to the people. So you can't prohibit me from providing my audience with ADA compliant devices. That's a big no-no too.
And I'm gonna have my one leaf video hopefully kind of soon.
But the biggest problem all in all with Google is it's owned by snowflakes. So
now my question is, what are they gonna talk? What are they gonna do about freaking crossbows?
Nothing. There's nothing.
They don't mess with my crossbow that I just got.
There's nothing mentioned anywhere on YouTube about crossbows. It's only firearms.
Well, it's got a pistol
and that's
brace.
It's
got a pistol brace on it, so I'm not sure.
Well, and that's where I have issues too, because now, Coyote, you know as well as I do, YouTube has problems with firearms. Well, where does pellet rifles, air rifles, are not firearms? But in YouTube's eyes, does that fall under a firearm? Does it not follow under a firearm? How does that work?
Well, by definition of the federal law, pellet rifles are not firearms because felons can own pellet rifles.
Yeah, because there's no explosion. Right? There's no gunpowder in the bullet.
Yep. It's because just an air or spring compression.
If you look at any of my demonetized videos, or as they call them, ad suitable, it's not demonetized. They're all with air rifles. None of them are with an actual firearm. So did YouTube demonetize me for the wrong reason? Probably.
Yeah, probably. I'd appeal.
Probably. I did appeal, and I didn't win the appeal.
I'd appeal again.
But,
I'd appeal it until I get the answer that I wanted. Be like doing the VA. You just keep appealing it.
And then the other side of YouTube, that a lot of people don't understand, and I know this from radio and TV back south, is when it comes to like the curse word situation. That is so much as not YouTube as it is the advertisers don't want potty mouth people.
Yeah.
And as a business person, any person on this platform that owns, Eric, you own a business, would you like somebody representing you going, fuck you and blah, blah, blah? No, you
I mean, I don't care. I'm under Alpha Pirate Productions. Who gives a shit? Sorry.
8 years in the military, all I do is animal control.
Right, but you have people like,
but no, but that's the point. You don't want someone who's that, like, oh, a couple here and there, whatever. But
right, the average advertiser is not looking for that, and because of YouTube being an advertising platform and people make revenue off of advertising,
that's what it is.
Basically, the advertisers went to YouTube and go, hey, we'll spend more money if you can get these people to stop cursing, or we'll spend more money on the channels that don't curse as much.
That's usually what it is.
What does YouTube do as a company? Hey, look.
That's why nobody will send me products to review. This shit's crap. Don't buy it.
Yeah, they won't go for you.
Yeah, they're definitely not putting your face on their label, Coyote. No,
I'm an honest some bitch though. I mean, if I like it, I'm going to tell you, hey, I like this product. I mean, this that I'm testing right now, that Infantry knows about. I mean, I've got good words about it. I found out one thing you don't do with it.
Yeah, he's already done the one fuck up you can possibly do with the whole unit before he knew how to fix it. You know how when you get that back in the day, you used to be able to, you turn on your TV and you're setting up your TV, and God forbid you hit Spanish or French, you could never get it back again. That's kind of what Coyote did.
Yeah, somehow or another, my crosshairs went from dead center right here to bottom right. And I'm like, I cannot get the crosshairs back center. They're stuck in the bottom right. And he goes, did you mess with this? And I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah. And the funny part of all this thing is the unit that him and I have, the one leaf, like I've told him, I can't read the on-screen display inside of it. So whatever it says to you normal people don't mean nothing to me. So I was like, Coyote, you hit menu, you hit OK, and then you moved something, didn't you? He says, how the hell did you know that? Because I did the same damn thing, except I can't read what you read. So I had to do it off of what happens if I push this button. Now, what happens if I push this button? And then sure enough,
but I did figure out the laser pointer before you.
Yeah, that he did too. But the whole thing, I was like, yeah, now you can tell people they don't even need to look at it. It's menu, enter, move it wherever you want it to go, enter, and you fixed it.
And don't get OCD and put it at 0, 0.
Yeah. Don't go reading things. You need to have it mounted.
My OCD, I was playing with the camera one day and I was like, $299, $650. What? No, these need to be 0, 0. Crosshair goes.
There you go.
He zeroed it out. He zeroed it out to the camera. He zeroed it right out to the camera, but the minute he put it on his optics, the camera was no longer zeroed to the crosshairs.
They were down here.
Down.
The old crosshairs shifted to the bottom right of the screen, and he didn't know how to get it back.
I was like, oh no, all I see is this.
Because that's one of the great things with that unit is when you mount it up to your scope, if you're not, which you won't be 1,000% true, you can go inside and move the camera view to get your reticle perfectly centered. So if your mount is off and it's tight and it's not going anywhere, you can go in the feature and literally have the camera move itself to where you're perfectly centered, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the mounting ring is right there, and it's a flatter base. So once you put taper on it to get it to the right size, and you clamp down, you can't twist it left or right or up and down. It clamps on right where it is, and that's it.
It's solid, 100% solid.
And so now I learned that you can move the camera screen
It's awesome.
What do you mean? What do you mean move the camera screen?
Oh, when in the camera.
Oh, the
you
three,
change
the
the
three,
setting in it.
yeah, the
Yeah.
3 different lakes. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that-
really cool what they packed into that little ass unit, man. I'll tell you what. Make
Ooh.
Market Jazz. You leave Sissy alone.
Let her get beat up. Let her get beat up a little bit.
Even your old daddy's saying you're gonna get beat up.
But what's cool about it is you have the camera like this.
Mhm.
You have the thing, and you just.
Oh, that's cool.
That right
Oh, that's
there,
real neat.
with that thing that he has there, Eric, for the first time in my life, I can sight in my own rifle at 100 yards.
That's awesome.
And I, being able to see a little bit better than he can, I've been walking around the house checking everything out like this, and then I put it on the gun and then try to figure out how long what I have to do to get it focused on the gun.
Mhm.
And it's only like 3.5 turns or 2.5 turns, and I can have it from handheld to on the gun shoot.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that's cool.
then you take off the little cap here, and you have a IR light up on top.
Oh, okay.
And then
I don't
there's
have a cap. You got a cap with yours?
yeah,
I didn't get
It's
no
a-
cap.
it's a little black cap.
Yeah, I
that
didn't
was
get
in
that.
there.
You
At
know,
least that's what I think it is. It works, so I put it there. See, it
I
covers
didn't
it.
know. I had to look at my box. Maybe it'll come with a new one.
But see the chrome thing right there? That's
Yeah.
the laser. And
Does your laser, when you turn
you have
key,
a
when you
hole
turn the key,
there and there for adjusting it.
when you turn the key, have you messed with that laser yet?
Not really.
Okay, when you get a chance, let me know if yours does this. But when you turn, like, when I get the laser pointer to meet my crosshairs, the action of pulling the hex key out of the screw moves the damn laser. Like, the screw is not tight, or it's not like you can go left and right with it too easily, if
That's
that
not
makes sense. So
I
even
don't-
like just pulling your hex key out of there, move the damn laser. And I
So
was
that
like, oh,
means when you shoot, it's going to go off center anyways.
probably.
So, but see, I don't use the laser hardly at all, except
I
to
just thought it
get-
was an extra feature. I would never use it because I can already just use the crosshairs.
Well, the reason I don't want the laser on there is I don't want that animal or person knowing that I'm shooting at them.
Yeah, that's true too. But you never know. The laser may do what it does to raccoons with dogs or possums. They may chase the damn laser. What is that? What is that? What is that? Imagine that video. That'd be a funny ass video. You got a raccoon chasing your laser and then bam!
I did that one time. Before I started YouTube, I went to a call and there were some raccoons under a porch and it was right at dusk. And my laser pointer, my big laser pointer that I have, this one, I had my friend stand beside me and take it and go up toward the hole and then come back out toward the yard. And he did that a few times. And all of a sudden the raccoons started to chase it out of the hole. And as they came out of the hole, I'm sitting on the other side of the yard with the 22. And I'm just like, pop, pop, pop. All 4 of them came out and I popped them right there. And my friend was like, that was pretty cool. I was like,
think about it, dogs.
that's all it,
cats
all it did is I just got him to lead the first one out so far. And once it got so far out, I popped it. And I got him to go in there and get the second one to come out. And once it got close to the first one, I popped it and just stacked them all right there. It was awesome. I went back to the customer. I said, all right, we're done. She goes, did you get the trap set? And I said, no, I shot all of them. We're done.
Shot them all, yeah.
What?
I mean, think about it.
Oh,
Like I
wow.
said,
I didn't even hear you shoot.
cats
Or
chase
the
them.
suppressor on the
dogs chase
22.
them,
Of course
so
you
why
didn't hear
not?
me shoot.
You know, why not other stuff? That's what I would think.
you put a suppressor on the 22, you don't hear that.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I popped 4 coyotes in her backyard, threw all of them in the back of the truck, got my $90 and drove off.
Hey, Coyote, check out. My wife told me to tell you, check online. We're not sure if Tractor Supply is discontinuing items completely or just removing them out of store. But those traps may be $25 online as well.
Oh,
Really?
So,
Are the coyote traps going lower at all?
what are you doing? Don't do that. Well, she didn't have any for me to find out. The store didn't have any at all.
Because
But they had
I got 4 of those coyote traps. I wouldn't mind 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, because I actually got a call from a lady that wanted me to come coyote trap her property, and I was like, "Oh, Amber, you got any of them traps at work?" She's like, "No, we're out." And they're remodeling the store, so they're not going to be getting anything in. They had 6 of those traps left. I bought 3 of them, and
I either need to get her code or Big Matt's code.
Employee code.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get it to you.
So when I
asked her
go
about it,
to
I forgot
Tractor Supply, well, see, Big Matt has one too. He used to work there, or his wife worked there. Somebody worked there, but when I was down there, they were getting me discounted. I was like, "Oh crap! Okay, cool. Let's get some traps while we're here."
I got 3 traps for $25 more than the cost of 1. So, and if they're still there come next Friday when she gets paycheck, we're gonna go buy the other 3 that are left.
I tell you, those green traps, they're great for starting. But when you get the money, Have a Heart has a little bit better quality metal in their traps that don't break as well.
Yes.
There's some other off brands that have some. I can send you some other links to some traps, but that green trap, I'll send you a picture. I have a hole about that big in the back of my green trap. 2 days after I put it out, this raccoon got in there and ripped that back wall off of the trap, basically, and got out of it. And I'm like, holy crap.
I don't doubt it, but I mean, again,
I looked at the trail camera and you could see him over there. And I'm like, holy crap. And I think he broke like 3 teeth on that trap.
At $25 a piece, if it destroys one, I really don't. I mean, I know they're not professional grade, trapping devices. That I've never cared about that. It's catching me animals, and when and if it breaks, at best they're $40, $50 when they're not on sale.
When they're at that price, that's even better though. $20. I mean,
$25, man.
I'm gonna freaking run down there tomorrow, I think, and see if.
No, we don't know if it's only her store because of the remodel. We don't know what's coming back in.
See, I got a Tractor Supply over here, and I got a Tractor Supply over there, so I can go hit that Tractor Supply, go through, check traps, and then hit that Tractor Supply. So I can hit 2 different Tractor Supplies and get a shitload of traps.
And they had one cage that Amber wanted me to buy. It was I guess it was a return. It was marked down.
The small ones that come with that are great for rat trapping and squirrel trapping.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do. I have 4 of the combos. So I now have 4 of the little traps. And I was telling my boys, I'm like, look, when we go back to the 20-acre lot, which is where we're going to put the 3 new traps I just bought, why don't we put the 4 squirrel traps out there and see if we get some squirrels?
Yeah.
My son's like,
put some peanuts in it.
Well, Dad, why would we want to do that? I'm like, well, we don't want to trap here because you want to shoot them here. Let's put the traps over there and just see what happens. He's like, okay, yeah, I didn't know we could do that.
I don't know what your laws are. Maybe not repeat any of what I'm going to say, but catch over there and bring them back home and release them. Have more squirrels to hunt.
Yeah. No, but we have plenty. The problem Brandon has is they're not at our feeder. They're elsewhere. They're everywhere elsewhere but the
Yeah.
feeder. But when they go to the feeder, that's why I always tell them patience pays off. When they come to the feeder, that's your moment to, dude, this kid's gone through 11, 12 pellets in one afternoon trying to shoot one damn squirrel. So that's where I'm like, when that moment comes, you need to make it count and not waste 11 pellets missing the damn squirrel. And instead of going hunting every day, maybe spend some time at the target and make sure that, you know,
do like I'm doing right now. For the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been sitting on the side of the house and I'm shooting 20 yards. I'm cock and shoot, cock and shoot, cock and shoot, cock and shoot. And every time I shoot, I concentrate on my breathing. I concentrate on getting that crosshairs to settle down. And every couple months I'll sit down and do that.
Yeah.
Just to stay in practice. And right now,
try to tell
when
that to
I first started it, I was shooting groups like that. Now I'm back down to groups like this.
Try to tell all that to a 12-year-old. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah. I have a hard time sitting up there too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you even know how it goes.
There's Mika's mommy.
Hi, Mika mama.
Just the R.
What's your puppers?
She's a good girl.
I love my dogs.
She even looks like Mika. She's dark like Mika.
I like fur babies.
Yeah, she happens to be all black. Mika came out black and tan.
Mika still trips me out because the like her shape is so different from Jasmine that I look at her and she'll go by real quick and I'm like, what the hell was that? Oh, it's Mika. Because it's one of them things like I'm not used to her yet, and she doesn't look. She got the long tail and she's the size of her and everything. I'm like, was that a damn raccoon? What was that?
Try being in a camper sleeping, and all of a sudden this little nose nudges you while you're sitting there holding your big dog, and this nose nudges you back here, and it's like, wait a minute, who's nudging me in the back? The first couple of days I wasn't used to Yodi being there, and it was like roll over, and all of a sudden there's this little dog. It's like, oh crap, who the hell are you?
I've had Mika in the bed with me the last 2 nights that she's been here. Just it's basically to make sure she's not wandering around the house and chewing on things. Like in here, this room, she's starting to freak me out because she's found the damn wires. So,
yeah, and their teeth are coming in.
Yeah,
now,
no, she
4
has
months.
Eric. She has every damn chew toy Walmart sells. Okay.
Yeah, but
So
they'll
it's
just pick whatever.
Yeah, it's not due to the lack of chew toys. It's due to what is this? This is
What's that? That's new. Yeah, exactly.
You know what my
why are
favorite
you
dog's
hanging
chew
from up
toy
here?
is? Both of my dogs. You know what their favorite chew toy is?
What?
Oh yeah, bottles.
Oh,
A
yeah.
2-liter Coke bottle.
Yeah,
Plastic bottles. They love that.
Are you? I'm like, are you freaking kidding? I got enough of these to last all year.
Yeah, the
Keep
monkey
playing with them. Keep playing with them.
her monkey that we got her at Walmart. That was one of the first things that got her attention. It has both the plastic bottle in it and the squeaker.
Yeah.
Man, the minute that
Crinkle.
some bitch went off in the store, her ears perked up. She looked at it and were like, she definitely wants that one. Because the other like regular squeaky bone and this squeaky toy, she don't want nothing to do with it. But that monkey, the crackle mixed with the squeaky,
The crackle they love. They all love the crackle.
She loves that. Yeah, that she don't care about. She don't like that.
They love my squeakers. But see, this is my squirrel squeaker.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I got mine over here somewhere, I think.
I got a bunch of squirrels here in the pecan trees, man. You can always trap them.
Well, I'll send Brandon over, let him shoot him out the damn trees.
You can come over.
He love that.
But y'all have a good night. I got to go see a man about another dog inside. And, or as Big Matt and I call it, I'm going to go pull a coyote.
You're going to go pull a coyote.
And so y'all have a good night. God
too,
bless.
brother.
And,
Have a good one, brother.
as I always say on my channel, never give up.
Never.
No,
And
sir.
we'll see y'all later.
All right, brother. Have a good night. We'll talk
Later.
soon.
All right.
All right, guys, that's Kyle from the Rights Trapping, and yeah, we're gonna wrap things up as well too. But
Yeah, it's
before we do
11:30.
go, I want to have Eric let you guys again know. Eric is a gentleman that donated Mika to us. If you follow us on social media, you've seen I posted pictures of her the day we brought her home.
Yay.
She's a beautiful gift. She's an amazing dog. We're very happy to have her. But if anyone is interested in getting a dog, this is a gentleman that breeds them. And then Black Ops K9 is the company he's partnered with that will be training Mika. And you'll be seeing the videos here coming up starting next week. Next Thursday is our first class. So let the folks know who you are and how they can reach out to you and all that good sort of stuff.
Yeah, again, awfulpirate.com. That's my domain. Or here on YouTube. I think I do have one for Awful Pirate, but I use this one, Kenoso. It's my personal. This is a name I've had for a long time. But yeah, Eric at awfulpirate.com. Easy way to reach me. Just you send me an email. Yeah.
And believe it or not, he's always trying to find versus people looking for dogs. He's more looking for homes 9 times out of 10. So if you have special needs, they have special facilitations. So keep that in mind too. If you're in to look for a service dog, you're in to look for, a partner to make you feel safe to go out into the world and do the things that you want to do. Maybe you want protection for your family in the times that we're coming into. Between Eric and the training company, they can pretty much do what you want without a hassle. So make sure that you reach out to them. They're going to be here on a lot of the programs in the future. I'll have their information shortly up on our website, infantryoutdoors.com, so that you guys can reach out to them that way. But with that, I think we covered it all, man. I'm just excited for Thursday.
That'll be fun.
It's gonna be interesting to see what she does around other dogs. Is it just Jasmine? Is it gonna happen somewhere else? We'll see.
Yeah, I've had mixed with that litter. So there's a couple I've taken to the classes and they're fine. The one that we're doing for law enforcement renegade, he's the last time I took him, he was he wanted to start fights with all the other male dogs. I mean, that's what it is. My dog Archimedes was the same way. Archimedes wanted to fight all the male dogs.
I had our last.
It's a matter of training them. It's a matter of you also getting trained as a handler,
right?
So that's part of what that training is, and that's something I learned when I got the dogs. Was like,
well, I've always
get trained too.
Always been a person that says a dog owner, the dog is an exact reflection of the owner. If the owner is an asshole, the dog is an asshole. If the owner is a sweet, calm, timid Mr. Smith next door that helps you and helps you with your groceries, well, the dog is going to be the sweet, help you with your groceries. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a reflection of what it receives. You know what I mean?
There's a little bit of that, yeah, but their upbringing is also plays a hand in it. Like Archimedes was way more amped up than I am. And now he's friendly dog, but he was a little wild. Like it took a bit to rein him in. And that's the thing with some of them, they want that structure, they want that the boundaries that you set in him. And that's how they work, especially the working dogs, because they want that job, they want to do something, and it's all about making you happy. So that's what they're gonna look for. Like my love
that we got was he was a gift from a police officer that was taken from people that were trying to train it for bad things.
Right.
Well, we learned right away that if it wasn't Ozzy's home dog, meaning at the time it was Buster, then Buster passed away, then it became Jasmine. If it wasn't his dog, he'd tear any other dog apart. He just didn't want nothing to do with any other dog. And we were okay with that, to the point where as a dog owner, when you move in places, they want to know, what about your dog? How big is the dog? Does the dog have any problems? They want to know everything about your dog when you move in places. So I have the most wonderful dog in the world. He'll love you. He'll play with you. He just don't like any other dog. He has an issue. You have your own issues. My dog's issues. He don't like any other dog. That's his issue.
my Belgian Malinois was that until she's had the exposure here with Star and her puppies.
Mm-hmm.
She's changed. Back in Miami, that's one of the reasons I'm here.
Yeah.
She'd go after especially other female shepherds.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't like them. She wanted to,
Yeah.
assert herself over them. So,
and it didn't matter if the neighbor next door had a dog that Ozzy saw because we had a dog next door that Ozzy saw every day of his life. And it was just, dude, like how many times you can try to go through the fence after the same stupid dog? Like, he's there. This is getting old, but no, he didn't want nothing to do with another dog. Now, if I leashed him and he was in his work harness and I took him out in public, unless the dog came within 6 feet, in personal space, there was never an issue.
Yeah, because he knew his job. His job was
he was with dad and he was doing stuff.
Yeah.
But any other time, no. Now, if that dog came too close, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, and you'll see in the Thursday and Saturday classes here, it's getting them used to being around other dogs.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm excited for that. Because again, I'm curious to know is it she just, like you said, certain dominance to Jasmine? Is she just trying to play with Jasmine? Is it just Jasmine? Learning a dog is like learning a new person, a new member of the family, new personality, new everything. So
yeah, she was one of the smallest ones of the litter, and so there were a couple of females in the litter.
Mm-hmm.
I call them the mean girls.
Mm-hmm.
They were picking on her and on Stormy, the one that I'm keeping.
Mm-hmm.
She's the smallest one. They would sometimes pick on them. Now, Stormy and Mika were always together.
Mm-hmm.
They were usually cool with each other, but then the other ones would sometimes,
pick on.
They kind of just pick on them, but that's how they assert themselves.
Right.
But Stormy now, she's gotten
maybe that's
bigger, bolder.
Maybe that's what it is, because she's one of the smallest of the litter, and the bigger ones picked on her. Jasmine is bigger than her. You know what I'm getting at here? Like maybe everything comes from something. So maybe she has that little dog syndrome, so to speak.
A little bit, because when she was a baby, when she was really, really little, she was probably the most timid at first. But now, like, a few more, another 4 months, almost 5, she's a little braver. So like you say, she hears a sound and she like zones in on it. She's the first one that starts barking at stuff.
Yeah.
And if it's dark, especially at night, when we used to take them out at night, she'd be there and bark into the darkness because she knew there was something there, right? And usually it was an armadillo or something, but she knew whatever was out there, she'd be barking.
She didn't like the vacuum cleaner today. I'll tell you what. She went up on
that vacuum cleaner is always a hassle. I always had to deal with that with
she went and hid underneath my bed. I didn't even know she could fit under there, but I'm like, where the hell did the damn dog go? Where?
At least she hid, yeah.
Here underneath the bed, I hear something moving. I'm like, how the hell did you get underneath? Now, how am I going to get you out? And then she army crawled her little ass right out of there.
Yep.
Like nothing. I'm like, okay, you guess you don't like I was like, you better stop going to the bathroom in the house if you don't like the damn vacuum, because we got carpet and I got to clean the carpet.
that happens here too. I still have that issue. But
Jasmine don't care. She goes in her bathroom, she lays down.
Yeah,
she don't care. It's so old, she's over it. But Mika, she didn't want nothing to do with hide underneath the bed.
It depends. Our comedians used to attack our vacuum. Like vacuum, he attacks it, and then he used to do this thing where if my wife is vacuuming, he would go and take whatever's in the way, shoes or whatever, and move it and like protect it. It's cute as hell. But then if there was nothing, he would attack. He would bite the head and like try to lift it. And so if you see my vacuum, it's all full of teeth marks all over it.
That's what it's from.
That's what it's from. It's all him.
When I was done, I even told her, I'm like, all right, I'm all done now. It's gonna go away. So I go and I dump the dirty water and I dump the clean water and I'm wrapping up the cord and I walk away for a minute. She comes out the corner and she looks around the corner and she's looking at the vacuum. And she starts barking at it. And she stops. She's looking at it. I'm like, and I'm watching her. She barks at it again. And then she slowly creeps her way around it like, you're not gonna get me. Oh man, it's a trip.
That's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll get used to it. I mean, she'll probably keep hiding.
Yeah.
It's the sound. The sound bugs their ears.
And the first night that I had her, I sleep with a fan on. So when I turned the fan on and it blew on her between the and the actual wind, she didn't know what was going on for a minute. But then she was like, "Oh wait, this feels good. Okay, I'm gonna just lay right over here." And then she started laying. Yeah. And then the little heater fan, I turned that on. Man, that sent her running. She didn't know what to make it at. But it's funny because, like you said, she picks up on every little sound. Like
she's very attentive dog.
She wants to know what's happening. She wants to know the car ride when I left you. I've never seen a dog for the first time being in a car with a stranger. She didn't want to. They usually just lay down in your lap, mopey. If you've ever taken a dog home.
Oh, I know.
They're mopey. Well, for the viewers. They just lay there and they're like, oh, okay. And usually the first day they're mopey because it's new, it's shock, it's change. Not this one. I want to stand up on a center console. I want to lick mommy in the ear and I want to see what's going on over here. And oh, what's that sound? And hung hung. Oh, what was that? I mean, it was like you're the polar opposite, sweetheart, of every dog I've ever brought home.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I tell you when I picked up Archimedes the first time and take him back, it was in Georgia. I was in Miami, so we're taking him from Georgia down to Miami, and it was the whole trip him just whining. The whole trip, I was like, I'm taking this dog back. This guy's, but no, that was him. These dogs though, we were taking them on trips, like on cars, like into town and all that, Tractor Supply especially, to get them used to that. So that's why we go to my in-laws' house because they have a house here in Lake City also. So we go for dinner and we'll take one of the dogs with us in the car. That way they get used to being in a car. They get used to driving. Some of them would get sick initially. Yeah. They stopped that. They got over that. So, we did our best to get them to a position where, they'll be good dogs for good homes, and that's what we were looking for.
Yeah,
I just wanted to go. I wanted good homes for them.
Yep, and she definitely got one. That's for even my littlest one. Logan was like, "Dad, is she gonna be sad that she's not with her mom anymore?" I'm like, "No, because if you're gonna make her happy, she won't even think about that because she'll be too happy playing with you." And I don't even think she's had a sad moment yet. Not that I could tell, unless some of the whimpers are that. But I just take the whimper right now if she gotta go potty just in case.
That's usually what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you whimper.
Start whimpering.
If you
take them outside,
sorry, we'll walk off the sadness. But I can't have you going potty and
that's what I take these dogs out. Like they probably don't even have. Most times they don't have to. Yeah, but we'll take them out like almost every hour.
Yeah,
just take a quick walk outside. Let them do whatever. Yep. Sometimes they just sit there and sniff the wind, and that's it.
Yep. But and she'll let me know. She'll go out, like she'll immediately beeline. That's how I know she has to go because it'll go from we walk down the ramp. Once we get to the yard, then she's pulling me out to the middle of the yard. She'll squat down, do her thing, which is usually pee-pee. And then at that moment, I have to judge her how she walks because she made pee-pee, but that means the poopy might not be out yet.
Might not. Yeah.
Now I have to walk you and see if your nose is down. I got a poopy coming out. If you're up and you're doing all this crap, then I think we're done. And when she is done, she wants to come right back in the house anyway.
Yeah, because that's what we did with them. Yeah. And that's what we would do with them. We'd take them out, let them go do their thing, and then they just go right back into the crate.
Yep.
At night.
She's like, all right, I'm done. I'm ready.
Yeah. During the day, we just had them in that pen, that big pen there.
Yeah.
Let them run around, and that's where they will be playing, and they have their little scraps and all that. So
yeah. And with Jasmine, we'll go out if she's done and Jasmine's not. She'll come and she'll sit next to me and she'll just wait for Jasmine. When Jasmine's done, they'll go together. Back up,
Yeah, Mika's she was the one that was always closest to my wife. Like she was what we call a Velcro dog. Like she'll stick to you.
Yeah.
So she's not one that strays too far. Well, with me, they don't care. That's not my role in the house. Is not that right. I'm the disciplinarian. Right? That's how they see me.
Yeah.
But if my wife's out there they all stay with her. Mika was the one that stayed the closest to her.
Yeah.
All the time. So.
Oh, she got upset at me yesterday because I yelled at her. Like literally, like she came in the room and went and laid in all my clothes in the corner over here and disappeared for a little while after I yelled at her. So I was like, anybody seen a dog? No, Dad. I went in here and I look, and the lights are off in here. Everything's down. Nobody's been in here. She's over here in the corner laying down. I'm like, what's wrong with you? What happened? And then she was even like hesitant to come see me. Yeah. I was like, no, you got to come here. It's okay. You just did something wrong. Come on, let's go play.
Yeah.
You know, like
they do that.
You're going to get yelled at. Yeah. But it was so sweet to see, like, oh man, I hurt her feelings.
and they forget like that because that's how it is all the time with them. Archie's he was the type of dog that, I mean, he was giant, 90 pounds. He's huge. So he needed a firm hand, you know. So when he get out of line, I'd have to grab him by his this scruff of his neck, pin him down a bit sometimes to get him to calm down. And a lot of times when he would do something he didn't want, I had to do it. And then I could see in his eyes like he'd be sorry. And then just got to give him loves after that. Just hug him and that. Then they know, because they'll only remember, like when they do something bad, you got to correct immediately.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing when it comes to training, because they don't remember that well. Like they don't have the good memories. So and they don't understand, right? So they're not, like, if they do something, they go in the house, right? They pee or they poop. You could yell at them out, like right then, like, no, stop, and then take them outside. That's what we've done sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
But if it's already in the house, it is done. Like you have no idea when they did it. You guys let it slide, clean it up, and you can't yell at them.
Yep.
That's mistakes I made initially with Joy, but
now this morning we don't know which one did it, because with Jasmine being here, Jasmine's been like overloaded with treats and foods that she normally doesn't get because of the puppy. You know, if you give one, you have to give both. So this morning I woke up to the most horrid smell and diarrhea on the floor, and we don't know which one did it. But like I told my wife, I'm like, I'm pretty certain this puppy has not left this bed. I kind of would know it. She has to step over me, get off the bed. And then Jasmine is not in here. Now, when Jasmine has accidents in the house, she hides in her, her spots. She leaves the room. So I was like, I don't know, but at the end of the day, we can't yell at either one of them, and then we just got to clean it up. And that
could easily be. I mean, Jasmine's gonna be stressed too, right? So if it's loose, it's stress from either of them.
Yeah,
well,
and like I said, because it was the diarrhea type of thing, I know it's because all the chewy bones Jasmine's gotten all of a sudden. Like it's been the last 2 days treat overloaded now.
Yeah, it's a switch in diet, and
the kids, Dad, can I give her a treat? And the wife slip her the treats, and we make sure that both of them. The other night she had a pork chop. We had a little tiny pork chop that was left over, so her and Jasmine each got a little pork chop.
Nice.
They're spoiled in my house. I kid you. I must have spent like $60-$70 on this dog in the last day or so.
We spoil them too.
Big bags of bacon strips. Jasmine loves them bacon strips. And then come Sunday morning, she's gonna get bacon for the first time. Be like, ooh, bacon.
We'll give them treats all the time.
Yeah, you gotta spoil them
all the time. Yeah, they love it.
Yeah. All right, my brother. Yeah, well, I thank you for coming on tonight. I thank you for everything. My family thanks you. And
this is cool, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
It's gonna be a lot of fun working with you here in the future. The videos and stuff that we're gonna be able to put out. Now, for you guys viewing at home, you're not gonna see everything in the training, because obviously certain things and certain commands I don't want you guys or anybody to know. But I will make an attempt to bring you as much as I can, and how it's done. And I'll probably put a GoPro on and then have Amber with a camera off to the side shooting whatever else needs to be done, so you can get the first hand of me and the instructor and the dog, and then the side, shot of what is actually happening. But I'm excited. I'm really excited because it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It definitely is.
It definitely is, especially when they do the stuff you want. Like I said, we got her. She sits, no problem. Lie down, no problem. Well, we're trying to do Paul, but Paul turns into lay down. And
Yeah,
and then she's got fetch him up. If
that's
you
good.
if you get her interested in the ball or whatever you have to where you move it like this and you chuck it and go fetch him up, she'll get it and bring it back to you.
Good.
So I'm like, man, that's a good thing right there. So
She'd watch our dogs do it, right? She'd watch the bigger dogs do it.
Yeah.
We always had them watching, and they would be in the pen, and we'd be playing with the 3 big dogs, and that's what they do. That was the one thing. That was one thing Archimedes did by himself: grab the frisbee and bring it right back.
Logan's at Walmart. I'm telling you right now, Eric, you ready? Logan's at Walmart today with the tennis ball gun and going, Dad. I'm like, no, she's not ready yet, dude.
That would be awesome.
He's ready to start shooting tennis balls and letting the dog go get them. And I'm like, bro, she just learned how to fetch them up yesterday.
That's what I do. I get the chuck it balls and that little sling arm or whatever, and
this is like
launch the ball.
This looks like a Nerf gun for tennis balls.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yo, it does not like coming back. I have one dog that doesn't come back. Joy doesn't come. My Belgian Malinois. She doesn't bring it back. She'll catch anything you throw. She'll catch it in the air, jump up and grab it.
Yeah, no, you're done.
But then she wants you to chase her. That's what she likes. She likes being chased.
Oh.
So that was.
So
if she ever caught it, that's what Archimedes would do, would chase her.
It's like, Daddy, you think you're smart? You go ahead, throw that ball.
Come
go
at
ahead.
me.
You'll go get the exercise today, Dad.
That's exactly what it was.
Come on. All right, you threw it. Now come get it, Dad. Come on, Daddy. Fetch him up, Daddy.
Yeah, they love chase. Some of them just love chase. It's great.
And that's the thing with the boys in the house now. And I keep telling them, don't run around the house, because when they run around the house, they trigger Mika to run. And like Logan, he's working on now. He doesn't like when she tries to jump up on him. So I was like,
right.
You, nobody else need to go, Mika, no. And if you have to, you push her down off of you. You tell her, Mika, no. Because if you don't do it, she's not going to know you don't like that. I might like that. Brandon might like that. It's plain. If you don't like it, you need to, in a firm voice, no, don't do that, Mika. And he's been doing good with it.
Good.
He's been doing really good because he's afraid. Like he says, I feel like she's going to jump up and bite my face. And I was like, no. She's not going to.
She likely won't, but
she's not going to do that. She's jumping up just to play with you, to say hi,
Yeah.
But again, the dog is almost as big as she is, or as he is. So I kind of
I get these dogs do it. I do. If they do come up, just bring your knee up to kind of push them back.
Yeah.
Like not knee them. You don't want to knee them hard, but
I just treat them like basketballs. When they come up, my hand's there and I put your head right back down. It's like, okay, you want to play this game? We can dribble all
do that, or you just turn away from them. Or something like that. They'll learn eventually to not do it.
Yeah. But it's cute. You know, he's got to learn. Like he was telling me, oh, Dad, Mika bit me. I'm like, no, she didn't bite you. She puppy played with you. Puppies use their mouth for everything. So she's not biting you. She's playing with you. She's loving on you. You're her chew toy. And I said, you'll be her favorite chew toy. But she's not biting you. He's like, oh, okay. Okay. I was like, she's not going to bite you. She's not that kind of, like I had to tell him today, she's not the kind of dog that's ever going to turn and bite you. You know?
Probably, unlikely won't.
Yeah.
But if she does that, what I've done with my dogs, if they bite, I just give like a little yelp and pull away. And if you stop playing, then they get what they learn, because that's how the dogs are.
Yeah.
When the dogs are playing, one yelps, they back off. That's how they know if something's too hard. Right. So if it's anything like that, just yelp, turn away, stop playing, and then they'll realize, okay, I'm not doing that again.
Right. Yeah, what I do with her, because she likes, like I'll play with her nose and put my finger in her mouth, and she'll chomp on my finger. Yeah. When she starts chomping too hard, I tell her, too hard, and I'll take my hand away. And she'll look at me, and I'm like, too hard. You can't bite that hard. And then I'll give her the finger back, and she'll do it soft. Yeah, she'll do it soft.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, but like I've told Logan, you have to be the man. It's your problem. So you have to tell her, I don't like it. Don't do that. But you also have to understand that she just wants to play with you. That's it. They're gonna play. They're gonna do it. Wants you to jump and play with her too. you know.
Yeah.
But he's doing good.
But with the training, a good training will get them to, like, you know, you just do a good quick sit or something.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, the kids are every day. It's sit, lie down, fetch them up. They're trying to get her to do new things.
And they need that just as much as like exercise.
Yeah.
The mental work. That's what we do with well, my wife does it with these dogs, with the puppies that we have here.
Mhm.
She mentally, with all of them, she would just mentally train them.
That's great.
They love doing tricks. They love doing that kind of stuff. Give them like the little puzzles. You know, you could do like if you get 3 cups, put a little treat under it and switch them around.
Have them figure it out.
They'll love it. They'll love a game, and you teach them to like knock it over or touch the cup or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That'll teach them how to find a scent of something.
Yeah, just they told her, sit and stay. That's what my wife does for feeding, right? Get them sit, stay,
right,
and then put the food down, and then they wait until my wife goes, okay,
Yeah.
That stops them, and then and they used to share.
I'm working with her because she is just like my Jasmine. She is a little pig that's going to eat me out of house and home. But when I feed her, the first day she was like pushing, she would jump over me to get to the bowl of food.
Yeah.
Day it was you wait, and then I always put Jasmine's first, and I have hers, and she actually knows which bowl, because they're 2 different bowls, which one is hers.
That's good.
So I'll put Jasmine's down, and I'll say, Mika, you come over here, and I'll put hers down, and then she'll go eat hers and still eat hers. Yeah. So she knows her bowls, but the minute her bowl's done and Jasmine ain't around, she's off to Jasmine's bowl, and she freaking ate Jasmine's bowl today. Turn around and ate her bowl today. I'm like, man, you just hungry little girl.
She's a growing girl. I don't know. They eat a lot. There's one that there was one sibling. He got sold to a family further west, over by McAlpin. That one eats. That one really eats.
Yeah, she loves it. Like even tonight, my pizza. My wife brought the pizza, put it on my lap. This one's on the couch hanging out with me and Logan. She immediately turns and like her face was right going for my. I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
Gotta stop it.
Looked at me like, oh wait, what? That's not mine. She
Yeah.
just had that look like, I'm sorry, I thought it was mine. Like you can't have that. It's jalapeno pizza. I'm not gonna sleep with you if you eat jalapeno pizza.
None of that. No onions. No garlic. No grapes. Grapes are like deadly for them too.
Well, no, like we give dogs people food all the time. The problem that I have with it is the nuclear reactor that comes out of their rear end. Later in my dog has shut down this live stream more than twice because I couldn't stand it. You can taste it. So that's the only thing with giving people. I mean, besides knowing what people food to give a dog, when you give them people food, just be ready for it's gonna sting.
It probably will. Yeah.
They're gonna fart. And this little one here, Mika, she has got the most fartiest butt I've ever met in my life. From the minute I picked her up from your house, sitting in the car, she farted in my face 3 times. It was horrible.
10 in the morning.
I mean, I don't know what she ate, dude, but it was like bad, like sewage. It was bad. I mean, and it was her ass was right here in my face.
They do eat there. We let them run around a little bit, and they would eat the old pears that have dropped.
Yeah.
They were just in everything. Who knows?
Yeah.
I never really stopped them from eating too much.
Her biggest thing is we have to stay on her outside because she eats poop. She goes back and tries to eat poop.
And that will happen. That's a normal reaction. Puppies will do that, especially when they change environment, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So we just keep a close eye on her.
They'll do that. Yeah. I think someone had told me there's something you could put in the food that makes the poop taste bad. So I don't know what that is. I know there's like a little spray you could put sometimes once they poop, you spray it real quick and then they won't go after it. But I mean, watch it the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm scared to stop it. What I've done here, because I saw that with, I didn't see her do it really, but others have done it. I turn over like the ground, so I have little piles. So when they do poop, I just flip it over because I had nine of them.
Yeah, well,
and
I was actually telling the wife I might send the kids out with the shovel because the piles are getting a little bit too many.
Yeah, they poop a lot.
Landmines are everywhere.
Yeah, so I go and I'll just scoop under the poop and then just flip it over, and then that way I bury the poop real quick.
Have the kids put in a bucket and chuck it in the woods or something. I don't know. Because
you do that. You can compost it. I saw your garden. You got the garden in there, so you could probably compost it.
It's not bad when it's hard. It's bad when it's not hard.
When it's not hard, that's the rough part.
That's when it's horrible. It's like,
these puppies have been pretty good with that.
Oh no, she had, even with the food switchover, they've
been good. Yeah,
it's been hard. Yeah. So like
these dogs have been good.
If you grab it just right and it don't break, you don't get no mess on the carpet.
Yeah.
But that the liquid poo that we had to deal with at 6 o'clock this morning, that was.
That's great. Bro, I've seen it though. I've gone through it.
It was bad, man. Like
hours later, off a carpet and
hours later, you walk in your house and you're like, "Is there more shit? What the hell?" I mean, it's bad. Coyote knows. Coyote knows all about that stuff because they're hard over his way. What did he say? Yodi goes crazy when
there's food around.
Oh yeah. We had a dog you couldn't take to McDonald's. You couldn't go through the McDonald's drive-thru. If you did not buy the dog a hamburger, you would never hear that dog stop. It was a little dachshund that we had named Fritzy. And Fritzy knew what McDonald's was when he was in the car. And he knew what the squawk box, when the lady said, Fritzy would. And eventually the ladies inside would know, that's Fritzy. So they'd be like, "Hi, Fritzy. Don't worry. We'll have your hamburger ready. What would you like?" Because, every week you come through and then we got the one dog. All he wants is a hamburger.
Yeah, that was it.
And he hears the until he hears hamburger. Then he'll stop.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Dogs are awesome.
I love it.
With that note, we're going
to crash.
Yep, because it's late for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Eric, brother, thank you again for being here. Guys, make sure you check him out. I will give there'll be more info for both him and the the training company coming up in the future for you guys. You can always reach out to me, infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Check out the website, infantryoutdoors.com. Check out blackopscanine.com and awful, awful, like a bad, pirate.com.
A good one.
For all of your wonderful dog needs, man. Thank you again, brother. I will see you later on this week.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
You too. With that said, everybody, we're going to start wrapping things up. I hope you had a good night with me. It is This Week Outdoors here on Infantry Outdoors. We are live every Friday night, starting at 9 p.m., going until, whenever we feel like it. But it's been a hell of a week. So we got a new family member. We got some more traps to put out on the trap line. Got some new friends, got some new business partners, new people to work with. All that good sort of stuff. And of course, I've got you right there at home watching us. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button before you leave. And if you're new and not subscribed, become part of the family and give your dog cayenne pepper capsules. What is that for? Dingo and Yodi get pup cups. What does the cayenne do? I'm curious about that one. Because I have plenty of cayenne, man. I can make my own capsules. I know it's good for stomach problems. Anybody says they got ulcers and they can't eat hot, spicy food, they need to eat cayenne pepper. It'll cure the ulcer. A lot of doctors won't tell you that, but cayenne pepper will cure small amounts over a long period of time. Will cure your stomach ulcer. But give your dog cayenne pepper capsules. I'm curious about that one. I've never heard of that one. Is that for the farty butt? What? I have learned recently that if you put cayenne pepper in your bird seed, your squirrels won't eat it. So if anybody has like bird feeders and you don't want the squirrels to get your bird feed all the time, mix it with cayenne pepper, and the cayenne pepper does not work on birds. The capsaicin has no effect on birds. So the squirrels won't mess with it because it's spicy as hell, and the birds won't be affected by it. Which is pretty neat little science lesson that I learned on that. But yeah, Terry, waiting on your answer, bud. Give your dog cayenne pepper. What is that for? One day, give them a lemon and video it. Terry says hot poop. Yeah, I don't need to give him hot poop, man. I'm good on that. I'm definitely good on that. Well, everybody, as always, thank you again for being here. Thank you. Appreciate you as always. We'll be back here next Friday. As far as the videos go, I'm trying to get you guys some videos out there. Just again, nothing's really been going on. I don't have any products to talk about yet. I do have one or two products that I'm working with right now. Nothing to come out yet, but as soon as I do, it'll be up and you'll be notified. But in the meantime, if you could do me a solid and go back and watch some older videos to help us out, just to keep watch time and all that stuff. And maybe there's something that you missed. Maybe there's an episode you didn't see. Now is the time to go back, check them out, and do us that solid. But continue to share us out, let people know what we're doing. And we'll be back here Friday night at 9 p.m. With that said, I hope that this and all of my adventures inspires you to get outdoors. So until we meet again, whether in a live stream or somewhere in between, I'm the Infantry saying have an amazing night and an amazing weekend, everybody. Take care.
This Infantry Outdoors live stream was brought to you in part by Water Purification Products, providing the complete package for all your purifying needs, including sales, installation, and services. They're fully licensed and insured. Visit them at waterpurificationproducts.com or call 954-979-5066 for pure water at your fingertips. And Mayhem Studios for all your multimedia needs. They'll give your business or organization a professional look to include videos and logos. Contact them at mayhemstudios@yahoo.com or call 479-322-0700. Add a little mayhem to your media. In association with ZW Designs. Need a website or app for your business? ZW Design has you covered. They'll get you looking professional in no time at affordable rates. Visit them at zwdesigns-agency.com or call 970-759-2739.
In today's world,
All I